Yo, 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 what it be, what it do? It's Tony the Dude. How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
We're back.
We back.
It's different today. Today we're streaming. We're playing D&D.
We actually have Chris again.
When was the last time we played D&D with Chris? It's been a minute.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Chris, welcome back, buddy. How you been?
Good. Broadcasting from my
From the kitchen?
A lot has happened.
What are you cooking up in the kitchen?
I'm cooking up a tube of Doritos.
You cooking a tube of Doritos?
Tube of Doritos? What
You gotta, he's gotta show you the tube of Doritos. It's sick.
I know, I just saw it. That's just not
actually
that's
pretty
the
cool.
last thing I ever expected.
Fellas,
It's
we're
a literal
here.
tube of Doritos. We're back.
We're back at it again. The time has come.
You guys are gonna be able to see me instead of just hearing my voice on the stone
Yeah.
stream.
Uh-oh. Hold up. Turn on. Uh-oh. Hang on. I'll fix it. I think. Why won't they turn on? Everything was working. Everything was fine. It was literally working. I literally turned it off 2 seconds ago. I'll get the homies back in a second.
Do you want us to turn our cameras
Hold
off
on.
and turn them back on?
No.
No.
No. Damn it. Where is fucking Discord? Oh, for fuck. Why did oh, that's because Discord disappeared. Oh, I'm so stinky, stupid idiot. Baka. Okay. Thanks, Discord. You're so helpful.
Baka.
What the fuck? Alright, I fucked Chris's up.
I'm here.
Nice
Why?
one, Tony. Nice one. You fucked me up, Tony.
Where the heck?
Damn.
Where did literally? Oh my god. I literally hate it
Forgetting
here.
that my the opposite now.
There it is. There he is. Turn him on.
There we go.
Turn
I
it
think we're
on.
getting it.
Yes.
There we go.
I fixed it. I fixed it.
We're fixed.
Everything's fine.
The two Doritos with me.
The Doritos. I didn't know that existed until today.
Neither did I.
Me neither.
That shit was wild to me. I was like, wow.
Not gonna lie. Free fire.
Yo, Chris,
Free
I'm
fire.
loving the lighting you got going on. Like that, the fucking lens flare is sick. I'm not saying that sarcastically either. I'm saying that that's kind of cool. And Chris, I also you're gonna see so much cool Tailspire stuff tonight. Cause we got Tailspire mods to work again.
Jesus Christ, whose vibrator was going off?
Don't worry about it.
Wasn't me. Not yet, at least.
What?
What?
It's not
It wouldn't
not
do
time yet.
anything for me.
Why not? Listen, if it does something for me. Wait, what?
I was like, Tony, think logically for a minute there.
We're getting started in a couple minutes, fellas.
Just
I
getting
have
stoned.
We need you
I got
to,
access.
Chris. I'm gonna need you to level up to level 6. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that before.
Man.
7.
7.
Yeah, we're level 7. We were already level 6.
What? No, we weren't.
We were already level 6.
We were level 5.
We were
No, we
level
weren't.
5.
Yeah, we were.
Yes, we
We
were.
leveled up before. I remember that.
Well, you must have fucked up on that because I said
No.
we were level 5 way before. Yes.
We were level 6 on the fuck. We leveled up to level 6 when we were done the fucking thing.
I know. I'm level. Yeah. So that means we should be level 6.
No, we were level 6 already.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember you telling me to level up. We were already level 6.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were.
Then how was Chris not a level 6?
Oh wait,
I
no,
don't know, but I remember we were level. I was about to say. Don't
So Chris is an idiot. Got it.
Level 7.
I'm not an idiot. I just haven't looked at my character sheet in 2 weeks.
Okay. Got you.
Get on my case. I knew we were level
I
7.
was confused. Well, someone fucked up. Someone dropped the ball. Okay.
Listen, you told me that
Production.
the week Chris stopped coming, you said, "Hey, we're level 7." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," because we leveled up after the fucking
Yeah, production.
everything-
Can we?
bullshit that happened.
Production. Can we get a cap on that? Cap.
Yeah, that's cap.
That is. That's not cap. I'm correct. I know I am.
Well, cap.
I will go back into. Oh wait, no, I was on stream. Fuck. I will go back into my memory bank. I have a very
Download the
bank.
download the audio files, then we'll talk. Anyway.
I'll turn this into Cyberpunk. I'll get the fucking. I'll give it to you. I will give you the fucking data from my mind.
What you gonna do? Use your Neuralink?
Yes, I will.
Actually,
Shit.
I will.
you gain the ability to come up with a solution under pressure. When you
I also only remember turning when we were talking about it. Remember, you were really confused why you barely got anything
For what?
when you leveled up.
guys,
yeah.
I just read a fun little thing that I got as an artificer. I got something called Flash of Genius.
What's that mean?
You have the ability to come up with solutions under pressure. You or another creature you can see within 30 feet make an ability check or saving throw. You can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What do you
So
know?
I can shout at Glacia when she's being dumb and she might not fuck up.
What makes me think Glacia would be the
So
one
you
to
got
fuck
you
up?
good to go?
Yeah, just selecting my, I believe I'm getting third level spells here.
I'm really glad I don't have any extra. Both leveling up both the fact is I'm a rogue and a ranger. Good thing I'm like
At the same
both are
time.
like level 6s. Yeah, because I'm dual classing.
Yeah.
Wait, what? When do I get?
The good thing is that when it comes to being a ranger or a rogue, heading up next level really didn't do much to me. Didn't give me too much things, so I was able to. I wanted to reroute my levels from ranger to rogue. So I'm now level 5 ranger and level 7 or level 2 rogue. I almost sold level 7 rogue. I could make myself a level 7 rogue if I didn't have to like all my stuff in ranger already.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, let me I'll go through the intro here and we'll get started. Hello and welcome back to the Jaeger D&D campaign. I am your host and dungeon master, TonyTheDudeTV. For those of you who are new, this is Team Jaeger. Jaeger is a RWBY-based D&D campaign set on an alternate timeline in the world of Remnant. I am the creator of this world. I control everything, to the wildlife in the forest, woo, to the wind in the air, whoosh, to the lightning zipping and zapping around and jade everywhere. It's so cool. To the monsters and villains in this world. This is the story of Jaeger. Joining me this week, I present to you Avery Quinn.
Oh, no.
Damn it! His camera. I didn't fix his camera on this guy. Hold on.
Also,
technical
Tony, I
difficulties.
was wrong unless you want us to retcon the fireball.
What does that mean?
Just because
So
basically
you
I
done
do
goofed
not
again?
I done goof because I don't actually get third level spells till 9th level, which doesn't
Okay.
make sense. Because I thought that artificers were full casters, but I might be wrong and they may be half casters, in which case I done goofed.
Well, Chris, here you are. Welcome. It's been a minute. How you
Hi.
been? What have you been up to? Where you been? Where's Avery been? Where you been, buddy?
Scouring the Mirrorverse for his little sister.
How's the weather looking like down there? We're to mention.
Cloudy with a chance of
Cloudy with a chance of death.
Cloudy with a chance of multiple different versions of yourself to kill you.
What about meatballs? Any chance of
Any
meatballs
balls
out there?
too.
Okay, sweet.
Teriyaki meatballs.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Probably, right?
Yes, my mom has a recipe. They are amazing.
That's shit.
I want to try that now. I know it's a thing.
That sounds kind of Gucci, not gonna lie.
That's exactly what I was saying. That's not good.
Right?
Fuck.
Yeah. Alright, bet. You got anything to tell your audience today, Chris? You got anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say?
We missed you, buddy. It's been a minute.
Yeah, you've been gone.
Fair enough. Dave, I'm sorry that I've been gone.
Avery.
currently going through, well, sort of a move. I moved out of my old place and I'm now in the in-between of moving
Trying to find a new one.
out of my old place and finding a new place. So I'm currently staying with and in a studio apartment where there's 2 people and cats, which
Lots of
Man,
cats.
2 people and cats.
Yeah.
Cat.
Well,
you'd be surprised. Living with cats is hard. I had
yeah.
Oh, I know.
No, because they like to fuck with me.
I just scrambled today as our cat Opus knocked an entire glass of red wine on the couch.
Ooh, that's not good.
Oh god.
Damn, not the couch.
And red wine's not something you get out easy.
No, that's not.
No.
That's probably the hardest wine to get out of fucking
Not the
furniture.
couch.
It was a time, but yeah. So I had to work out a few things and figure out the system where I'm now able to stream just in the dark in the kitchen, which I'm actually not that mad about. It's kind of nice. I have
is
my own
kinda
little
cool.
place to do it.
It's like a little spot. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, thank you, Chris.
And my nice chair because I'm probably going to make a
Gamer
trip.
chair.
My computer chair from my move because it's currently in my storage locker, and I'm just thinking, oh fuck it, I'm gonna just bring it up here.
You know what you need? You need one of those portable, like cane chairs that like you flip it out and it's like a little stool. You go, and it's a portable chair wherever you
Oh,
go.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking
that'd
about.
be cool. And show the class. You want to show the class your Doritos again?
The fucking canned Doritos.
That's so
just
cool.
doesn't make
Look
sense
at
to me,
that.
but it's kind of funny.
When did so when did so they were in the studio. They said, guys, Pringles is a major competition right now. We got to do everything and anything at all to prevent them from uprising against us. We are Doritos, and we are one. Pretty much. That's crazy.
Pretty good Doritos.
That was good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Glacier Shangshni.
What? Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's
How's it
going good.
everyone?
How going? Where you been?
I'm vibing. I mean,
What you been doing?
Nothing much really. I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk. You guys have seen me with Tony and
We've been playing lots of Cyberpunk. I'm actually having a lot of fun.
Cyberpunk.
Listen, you get as a streamer, you gotta make it one way or the other. You know what I mean?
You gotta make it.
We're doing what we
make it
do,
one way or another.
and we're playing games. We're having fun. That's what streamers are supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be playing games and making it about the vibes of the video games.
Especially with your friends.
Yeah, with your friends. It's like multiplayer. It's like multiplayer, but like we're just in two different worlds of the same world.
Oh, Tony, do we want to bring up the idea that we were talking about the other night?
What's the idea? You want to explain that?
Doing the Cyberpunk campaign.
Oh yeah, Chris, I wanted to. Hold on, let's bring it to the table. Oh shit,
Bring it to the table.
I gotta bring Chris out.
Yeah, I can actually there are a few like game systems that actually are like games, like it wouldn't be DnD precisely, but it would be our tabletop game system set in cyberpunk universes.
That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because I can do a bit of research and find a system that
Because
would...
me and Tony have been talking about it. We want to fucking do something like that because it'd be fun as fuck.
That would be cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking about, I wanted to really do something fun with that. I can't believe the fucking webcams. So sorry, guys.
Nah, it's fine.
I literally, it's been a minute, and I think every time Discord just has a random cycle of whenever it feels like, whether Lil's on the right or Chris is on the right, it's not really consistent.
You've also had to make it so it was just the two of us for the past like 2 weeks.
That's true too. That's okay. I fix it. The editor's the production's fixing it. Hold on. All right, now I have a Chris. Where's the Chris Cam is in here hiding somewhere. He's on my side. Wait. Fuck. Yeah.
That's my Xbox
That's
app
low.
trying to open right now. I'm playing D&D.
I'm playing D&D. Got scroll. I'm fixing it, everybody. Everything's fine.
There we go.
I'm a professional streamer. I'm a professional.
We did it.
Right?
Biggity back, y'all.
We're back. We're back at the round table. Podcast. I know, we haven't done a podcast in a while either. I've been kind of wanting to do those intermediately, like but like we're back.
I think it's also the fact that doing a podcast with just us two is kind of boring at times.
Yeah.
I mean, we can keep talking for hours, but
yeah. Listen, then again, we can also me and fucking Jade over here can literally go on for fucking like hours on it.
it'd be like that sometimes.
But you don't got my pretty face to keep the audience interested.
I know.
I don't know. I think I'm enough.
We were missing out. Shit.
But yeah, we were talking about it. I think was it last night or was it the night before?
It depends.
About us. I think it was last night. About doing a Cyberpunk-esque campaign because me and Tony have both been stuck in the world of Cyberpunk and we both want to do it.
Yeah, would you be down, Chris, to join us in the festivities?
Join us in the festivities of Night City.
I've been thinking about it ever since I got a PS5. I've been thinking about picking up.
I think. Well, I'll tell you now.
I got all my fucking series.
I'll tell you now. I think now is the best time to get into Cyberpunk because Phantom Liberty comes out September or something. And it's gonna overhaul the entire game with pretty much everything they teased from.
I've already played through the game. I got the Nomad ending, so I kind of want to do the Corpo ending.
That's what I'm doing.
Chris, you're gonna love it.
I'm gonna do Street Kid.
Do you know because what I've been doing with Cyberpunk is I've been kind of taking the RP approach, and kind of like bringing my RWBY characters and my characters into the play. Did you want to take a guess who I did my Corpo run as?
Oh, is it Jade or is it
Carter Locke for my Corpo?
Well, here's the thing. I love the Nomad, and I still love the ending for Nomad.
Yeah.
But one thing, because I got the Nomad ending because I played male protagonist and loved
male V
romance.
That's what. Yeah, wait, so who was your romance option?
The Nomad. What's her name?
Panam Palmer.
Panam, yeah.
Dude, I couldn't fucking figure her. That bitch is so fucking misleading, bro. She's hard to get, man. I fucked that up in 3 playthroughs. Because I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to try and seduce her that night? When she does the like thing?
I'm going for Judy,
I'm supposed to do that. I thought that was a negative. Because she was like, oh, weirded out by it. Oh, fuck. I'm an idiot.
Damn, I guess I'm the only one sitting over here gonna go Judy, damn.
I did Judy on 2 playthroughs, I think.
The reason she got weirded out by it is because she didn't expect you to respond.
Oh, word?
Because her whole shtick is that she's normally the person who is like more dominant.
Oh.
So she never
that sounds right.
Damn, so she said, no, I'm the top.
She said, no, I am the top here.
I see.
And then you have to say, no, I am.
You know what? That makes sense. I didn't think about it like that.
You basically have the option to say, not you, me. Look at me. I am the captain, no.
Me, this.
I'm the captain.
This. No boobs.
I am the captain, no.
No boobs.
By the way,
no
Tony.
boobs.
By the way, Tony, you know what I just realized?
What's that?
You gave me an inspiration point.
I did give you an inspiration point.
It was for the title, right?
It was for the title. Now let's talk. Frosty Fortunes in the Back Alley. That was so cool. That was a good episode. The wings. Come on. The wings were great. I had wings the next day, and let me tell you, the wings were great. The wings were great.
Tony, it's taking every bit of me to not try to like find a way to add in cyberware into RWBY.
Up here.
It's taking me.
You see that? Wings.
When we do, yeah, I see the wings. Well, so when we do our cyberpunk campaign, I promise there will be real cyberware and moves for it all.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying that is because I literally think when I finally got my cyberware.
Oh well, it's definitely a thing. That kind of thing is, I would say, that's totally probably a thing.
Well, no, it is.
No, I mean like cyberware and RWBY. Like that sort of cyberware kind of thing. That's totally a thing.
Hey Tony, can I retcon it that when she was back in Atlas, she got cyberware?
Nah, not yet, not yet. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it in a cool like cyberpunk way.
Also, by the way,
don't tell me that. I can think of so many ways.
Like I want it to be cool because retconning would be kind of lame. I got you, bro. I got you. We got some cool stuff coming
so
up.
many ways.
Well, I think that's a great tie-in to previously on Jaeger, episode 8.
I was gonna ask you something, Tony, before we started. Are we gonna say that Avery does have access to his wrist rockets or no?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be literally in your laboratory coming up. So
watch them wrist rockets. Watch those wrist rockets.
God damn.
So in order to balance, you don't actually have access to third level spells yet. I'm just gonna say
you're getting ready.
Those wrist rockets.
I got you. All right, ready? Previously on Jaeger, episode 8, The Girl in Red. Y'all remember last week? Things were crazy. You know, we didn't have a Chris. He didn't really understand much of what's what. But hang on. Actually, sure, that works. Previously on Jaeger, episode 8, Team Jaeger, consisting of Jade, Jackson, and their teammates, Glacia, and Avery, missing in the mirror dimension, received their first mission from Professor Ozpin to investigate increased Grim activity in a village on the outskirts of Mistral known as Keone Village. They learned about the presence of a new type of Grim, a hybrid of a wolf and a saber-toothed tiger, and encountered villagers who had been attacked by them. However, they also discovered a more troubling matter. A group of mages known as the Crown who were performing rituals in the unknown regions, seemingly causing a catastrophic storms and kidnapping people with powerful semblances. Most notably, a local town hero, a young girl named Magenta, who had been taken by the Crown. Furthermore, rumors spread of a red devil, a being of darkness and destruction, tempting people with negative emotions, and disappearing those who accepted its offer. Jade, the speedster of the team, encountered a little girl who recognized her as the Red Death, and handed her a red crystal associated with the Red Devil. As they continued their mission, the team was attacked by grim jaguars, but they managed to defeat them with their teamwork. They then arrived at the location where the Crown was rumored to be commencing their shenanigans, only to be ambushed by a mysterious girl in red who claimed to be from the future. The two speedsters engaged in a fierce battle, with Jade determined to protect her team and stop the girl in red's destructive plans. However, in their clash, Jade was severely injured and overpowered by her future arch-nemesis, who expressed her desire to bring destruction and end to Jade's legacy. As this episode ended, Jade lays wounded on the ground, struggling to breathe, while the girl in red stood triumphant, declaring her intention to control time and abandon Jade in the process. But with the assistance of Misha, together they thwarted the girl in red's scheme. The fate of Team Jaeger and Mistral hangs in the balance as they face their most formidable foe yet. Tune in to this episode of Jaeger Episode 9, Reflective Revelations, The Crown, to witness a thrilling continuation of their battle and their future journey. Fellas, we're here.
We've arrived.
We've arrived. D&D has begun.
Avery casts Fireball.
I was waiting for it. Avery awakens deep within the mirror dimension, a laboratory made by Avery himself. However, Avery has no recollection of how or when he got here. This laboratory seemingly belonging to himself, but he has no recollection of ever being here or crafting this place, but everything in here is his.
How much should I fucking drink? Oh.
You kind of take a look around, and you're not at the wedding anymore.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I don't think we're in Remnant anymore.
Yeah.
Last time we saw Avery, he was bashing his head against the crate after he went.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is true too. I forgot. It's been a minute.
That's why he was drinking that
Yes.
night.
What do you do? You want to take a little perception checks? A little look around? Look around a little bit?
Avery would love to look around and see if maybe there are any handwritten notes that he might have wrote.
Oh shit.
What is that?
It's a nat one.
Perception.
So, I got you ready. So, you then turn around as
It's
maybe
7.
you did. You realize wherever you are now, you realize you're in the mirror dimension by the nausea you get at turning really fast like that, especially like when you're kind of getting used to the mirror dimension first few times. You get this nausea effect at first. Like if you move really faster, you kind of just like just fucking start vomiting on the floor.
Avery looks up. Ooh, Dorito tube.
I passed Avery, just left it there for him.
You try to reach for the tube, but then you like kick it and it starts rolling. Like, oh shit, fuck.
It's
And
like, wait, no.
you're like, oh, you're trying to get it, and you see it bumps into like a planning board, and you see there are plans. You look up and you're like, you kind of adjust your sight, and you see like a board full of plans.
Huh. What did the plan say?
A lot of math and science, mostly like math equations and all kinds of stuff, but you see one line of text almost written like everywhere, like it's like the answer to every equation. The timeline is malleable.
Avery looks at that and goes, so? Just because something can bend doesn't mean you should.
You then see.
Avery starts erasing the easel.
You then also take notice to another a graph at the top. You see almost like a drawing, a wall, and almost like a diagram of like a speedster running, and you see like a collision, colliding with a wall, and off to the side it says, hold on, I'll type it. I forgot. I gotta utilize the game Tailspire. I don't know if you'll be able to read it though. But that's okay. It's the visual effect that counts, right? You see it says fixed point broken.
Avery just starts like writing down notes.
And you also see you see an equal sign and it's an ice cream cone is the answer.
Avery starts writing notes connected to Planck's constant, as well as string theory.
Ooh. Look at you knowing math, Chris. You learned that in college.
Hey, math. It's theoretical physics.
Nice. Well, yeah, you're probably right about that.
String theory is at least one theory. It's a theory that encompasses the idea of multiple universes as well as time travel.
Oh, that's sick. So you start jotting notes down.
And basically he's trying to understand like a fixed point. All he can think of is movies.
Wait, what's he thinking of?
Like, they're like parts of movies are canon to other things, like meant to happen.
Oh yeah.
And all he's drawing is like every equation that he does loops back around to the answer always is like if basically he's working backwards to see if to try and do the math to see what would happen, and logically, the logical problem of this time travel solution is that no matter how the math works, the event will always happen. It is impossible to break. No matter what you do, it will always happen, no matter how you choose to stop it.
Shit.
And
I feel like that sometimes.
I was right. I was always right. I did this math years ago. Time is not relative. Time is permanence. Or impermanence. It's not stoppable.
You then see,
and this is
feeding into the room, you see the armored creature from your dreams, the one you saw almost like a vision of your future self in the Savitar suit.
Without thinking, Avery pulls his gun and fires.
You fire your gun and the bullets bounce and ricochet off his armor, not making a dent to his armor.
Hello, Avery. It's been a long time.
Hi. Nice to meet you. They're my dreams.
He said, "Nice to meet
They
you."
aren't dreams. They aren't dreams, they're nightmares. Are you my paralysis demon? I having a dream?
My
Just a
name
really bad nightmare.
is Atalon. I am a precursor to a fallen reality. Now, I am a reflection, an avatar of the mirror dimension. And I am here to cement the continuum shift. I am here to save you, as you have saved me in the past.
Wait a minute. I spoke to you, haven't I? We had a conversation. You didn't do it, did you?
You see stepping out of you see the suit kneel down as it depowers and starts to transform. Stepping out of the suit.
It's like looking in a mirror. Not quite. He
shows the left side of his face where it's declawed and the burning maiden of Adam on his left side.
Did you choose to not follow your cursed path?
You appeared to me when I was at my most broken. You talked sense into me, made me see things clearer. But in doing so, changed my canon event. In my timeline, Autumn Rose, Jade's daughter from the future, was never born. Meaning she never goes back in time to create a singularity that causes the great calamity. And when Glacia Song Schnee was killed by Adam Taurus, Jade lost herself in the negative speed force. She joined Neo and Krovos in the event of crisis.
You see Neo appear next to him. In an older appearance, her clothing style much different than what you last saw her as.
Okay, you're gonna need to... Is this your sister or my sister? Or are they both our sister?
Is not real. Not really. In my time, Neo became a maiden. Her semblance flourished. She became a being that transcended reality in any which way she wanted. She brings life to her illusions, her fantasy world fully realized. But when Krovos, the god of time, offered her the multiverse as her own personal dollhouse, she was invigorated. With awe-inspiring power, her imagination could flourish under her heels. But Krovos used her for his own gain. I was there at the calamity of the multiverse. The Paragons were crushed under a grim princess. And the reverse Jade was there, ready to lay waste to everything I knew or loved. So I did something no one else could. I created my own speed. So fast that it could exceed the bounds of fixed points in time. I could change the future, the past. I could create a timeline that's the best of all timelines. But my speed was artificial and limited. I shattered myself across time, like Schrodinger's cat, cascading across every corner of the universe. I needed organic speed, so I did what was necessary. I stole energy from the Speed Force. The same lightning that would have created Autumn Rose created me. I became Adelan, the Mirror Master. But in the end, I was forced to embrace my fate. Jade was too far gone. After the pain she'd suffered, I tried to help Jade and Neo. And then, they killed me, crushing my heart. And that universe was destroyed. I am a reflection of a doomed existence, and I am here to stop the cycle from repeating and laying waste to this timeline.
How can we do that?
We have to prevent the calamity from ever happening again.
Does that mean? Does that mean killing them before they can create the calamity? Does that mean stopping them from creating the calamity? Does that mean creating a different calamity to stop that calamity? This is a domino.
You need to know the
domino.
truth, Avery, about the future. What if I
Something
told
is
you?
meant to happen.
What if I told you that Adam was right all along?
You're gonna need to clarify. He's been talking a bit weird.
Then let's go for a run.
He grabs you by your shirt and
No.
Adelon speeds into the Savitar suit and grabs Avery by his shirt, speeding into the artificial Speed Force, running so fast in an endless reflective space until they stop. They stop arriving in the future of the mirror dimension. Let me change everything in here real quick.
Avery pukes.
Yes. You arrive in the future of the mirror dimension. The mirror dimension at this point in time is destroyed. A remnant of its former self. The future was hard on everything. Avery looks at the TV screen in the cabin here. He looks at the TV screen and is of a news broadcast, a special mandatory meeting. There at the podium giving a speech, standing behind him, or standing on screen, Jacques Schnee. And standing behind him, General Ironwood, and another man, as named on the lower third on the broadcast, reads Dr. Leonard Church, Director of Project Freelancer. You notice their eyes glowing red like code. And if you zoom and enhance the image, you can make out what the code reads. Would you like to make a perception check?
I would love to.
Alright. Hula. Oh, fuck.
Fuck you, Tony.
I threw it out the computer. Where'd it go? Okay, so it's gonna be a 9.
Add 6 to that.
Add 9 plus 6? Okay. So, you read the code and it reads System Alert Code 871.
Avery knows about this, doesn't he?
Maybe. You see at the podium
Can
giving a speech.
Avery make a history check?
Sure. Let's make a history check. Hula. You got an 8.
8, I believe, well, I have an 8 for history as well, so that is 16, but in order to ensure it, I'm going to do something a little cheeky. I'm going to use a new skill, Flash of Genius. add another +5 to that, so 1621 would be the new total.
Okay. Let me see. Trying to look for like a darker theme we got here. Man. Not this one. Actually, that actually might have been good. So, you see the TV screen. And on the TV screen, wait, are you making a history check? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did.
What do you
21.
What are you historying again?
Whether I know anything about Air Code 801.
Oh. Let's see. Do you want to search the computer systems?
Yeah, sure.
So, you come up to your computer and kind of like you see a bunch of different monitors all pulled up different things, but you see a case file. It actually says case file 871 on the computer display, like a document folder.
Okay. Open it.
You enter the folder and you see another file, the Underworld Incident. As you open that folder up, you see a bunch of different files pertaining to the rise of Atlas and the SAO, the Underworld world that essentially crossed all of Remnant. There were disappearances and people thrown into a video game, essentially. And Team Artemis was one of the few huntsmen who tragically vanished across all of Remnant, and it took everyone to find them. You see, ever since the Academy, especially the Atlas Academies, all students were given these implants upon entry of the Academy that essentially gave them an Order 66 code that turned all Atlas personnel into mindless drones that serve their new empire. You also see the volume kind of kicks in for the broadcast. Okay?
Yep.
One sec.
The kingdoms of Remnant will be reorganized into the first worldwide regime for a safe and secure society.
Crowds go wild over this new regime that was meant to protect the world.
When the Faunus began outraging about the new order, the regime destroyed Menagerie, the only home they called theirs. They turned Faunus into weapons of mass destruction, but Adam, he found a new world. They called it Aram. It represents a planet where the Faunus are viewed as the precious life force that sustains the planet's balance and harmony.
He was right.
But the lessons of Aram were lost on the people of Remnant. The regime continued to oppress and exploit the Faunus, leading to more rebellion and unrest. Eventually, the violence escalated into an all-out war, leading to the downfall of the kingdoms of Remnant and the rise of the New World Order, the regime. The Faunus were either enslaved or driven into hiding, and the world was plunged into a new era of darkness and suffering.
So you're telling me that these three men are the reason that your world's gone?
Correct.
Please. I know what I have to do.
You must make a
Avery pulls
choice,
it.
Avery.
What's that?
Join us, and tonight we will change the future. Or Or choose to leave this all behind and live your life as you were before, but know that the fate of Remnant rests on your decision.
But is it your remnant or my remnant, or were these three so mad that they would try and go to the times?
You see, your canon event, your change in the multiverse changed my fate, my world's destiny. And when that happened, I got a glimpse of yours. And through the mirror dimension, the mirror dimension is a reflection of all realities, for which I saw yours and sought closely to protect.
Are you saying that I caused our world's downfall?
In a way, it was always meant to be. The world was changed. The timeline was altered. I had to replace my crisis with another.
How long will I be?
4 years.
4.
After the fall of Beacon, the rest is history.
How long will they think I've been gone?
To them, no time would have passed, but for you, your mind ages the more you are within this realm. Soon hours will feel like minutes, and eons like seconds.
I'm willing to help you. I do not want to break. I want to stay myself. You can promise me, if I ever break, if I ever change who I want to become, make sure that I do not. Even if it means I do not become anything at all.
You see Neo standing off to the left. Now, the choice is yours, Avery. Will you stand with us? Or, in Adam's voice, or will you turn your back and let darkness consume the world?
Even though you aren't my Adam and my big sister, aren't we all beautifully fucked up universe? Count me in, brother.
We need to stop the regime from rising to power.
That is
Find
my
a
goal.
way to bring peace between humans and faunus. And we need to make certain that the mistakes of the past are never repeated again.
I think the only way is get our hands dirty so that others do not. You said those 3 men are the reason that all this is happening, correct?
The decision of
Yes,
one
sir.
man caused the rest of the world to be his zombies. The men behind him failed to stop
And a
him.
church. Who is the bad guy? Is it church, Schnee, or Ironwood?
In the future, it is Jacques Schnee, with the powers gifted to him by another.
Oh. Ironwood.
Allowed his dust industry to rise to power and reclaim hold of the destiny of Atlas itself. They risen from their mantle and destroyed what was left behind, creating an Atlas or an Atlantis.
Simple then. We destroy the Schnee Dust Company and all those that come out of it.
That's not all,
Well-
though.
We kill Ironwood and his military. And we kill Leonard Church and his diabolical freelancer project. We cut all 3 heads off the head. Sure.
It won't be easy. The
I'm not looking
timeline
for easy.
is still permanent. But there is a way to break the fixed points of time. You have a difficult
How is
choice.
that?
You need to prevent the dark forces from corrupting your world. To prevent Jade Rose from ever losing her way. But the only way to do that, you need to steal her speed.
Why Jade Speed?
As long as
But
she has
your
control
Jade.
over the speed force, the negative forces will always haunt her. They seek to make her the avatar of the negative speed force. As long as she lives,
So
this world will fall.
are you saying my Jade or your Jade?
Your Jade.
So I must steal my friend's power to save all worlds. How? How can I do that and not kill her? Isn't the speed force her life? How can I do that without her death?
You can't.
There has to be a way. Can't.
If there was, I would have done it already. I told you I
Don't
once
believe-
took control of the Speed Force, creating my own artificial one. But without the power of the real organic force, there is no way to break the fixed points of time. You can become a god. You can create your own timelines.
I don't want to do that. I want to protect my friends, and you're telling me to kill one of them.
If you don't, your world will perish.
If what if we use? We say the Speed Force reacts to positive and negative, correct?
Two opposing sides, two forces, the light and the dark. Two forces wildly unbalanced, always at war, always colliding and clashing with one another.
Tony,
Yes.
I don't know what check it would be, but is there a check I could use with my flash of genius skill in order to find some type of way to take Jade's Speed Force without killing her?
Let's find out. So we're gonna let me go over here. We're gonna have
What
to
type of roll?
Let me pull up. I don't have my D&D Beyond up. Okay. Ugh, I need to look at the abilities.
Elbow.
Trying to see if there's maybe like a. Oh shit.
Arcana.
I'm
History.
thinking. I'm thinking if you're gonna try anything to try and. I feel like I want to say medicine.
The speed. Which one is this one?
In a weird way, I want to say medicine because
Oh,
you're technically
that
taking something that's a
I'm
part of
trying-
her, you know?
I'm trying to take a part of her away without taking.
Let's say,
Yeah,
let's go with a medicine check.
I'll do medicine using Feat of Genius to add a +5 to the result of. So the total roll is a +8.
So you got 17.
17.
So, let's see. You kind of go over to your desk and...
That's 25.
25? Okay. So, you go to your desk and you go over to these files and you, like, as if you've been, like, almost like you get deja vu. And I've always thought of deja vu as, like, it's like, oh, another, me from another timeline was doing the exact same thing, probably. Something weird like that. You kind of, like, you get this weird sense of deja vu. You're like, what the fuck? It's like you have this, like, natural navigation of your desk already, and you start writing shit down, and you're like pouring chemicals and then you start going off, and you eventually you're like, fuck. You then see you've discovered that there's only one way to do it out of multiple different equations and probabilities. You have found one solution. You need dark matter to extract her speed force from her body, but that effect of dark matter on a speedster could do irreparable damage, but you essentially, it wouldn't kill her, but let's just say you would be putting her in a wheelchair for the rest of her life.
I'm willing to let her hate me if she's still alive.
Well then.
Avery cared too much about his friend to let him die. David. This is Avery's warped sense of caring. Because he never really grew up with a stable idea of how to care. So Avery is going to start creating this gauntlet sort of thing. That basically it is a 5-point contact system with 7 chambers for dark matter around the gauntlet to basically allow the dark matter to drain, basically creating a suction with 5 needle points. It will drain the speed force from Jade.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I still have my
And he's trying to make it as painless as possible, but knows that he is basically tearing a part of her out violently, so there's no way to make it totally painless. But he's installing several like numbing agents and ways to, and like opioids, and like basically he's trying to create a medicinal cocktail that will sedate her to the point where, though it will hurt, it probably will not hurt as much as tearing off a limb with nothing.
You then, do you want to make a perception check while you're doing your thing?
Yeah, make a perception check.
So, okay, you got 12. What's your stuff? What you got?
+6, so 18.
Okay, so you look up and you start seeing, you kind of just take notice to some of the other screens on the computer, just like, kind of like looking at stuff, and you notice another broadcast. It says new supervillain Adelon destroys Menagerie. And you see this broadcast is from Remnant 44.
Quick question, bud. Why'd you destroy our home? Everybody's still just back to him working.
Sacrifice had to be made.
How many people died?
All of them. The universe is a complicated place, Avery Quinn. But I'm sure you know, the more you time travel, the less the rules apply to you.
You sound as mad as Adam.
The mirror dimension chose me to be its avatar, did not choose me to be judgmental. I do as the universe requires.
You never gave up your obsession, did you?
You still don't get it, do you?
Still don't get what? That you need. I'm the smartest Avery, and I think I'm pretty caught up. Avery stills his back to him. And as Avery's doing that, he's also fixing another gauntlet, a small projectile that he loads into it as he slips it on his.
Okay.
So tell me, Avery, what happens when I make you the gauntlet?
Well, once you steal Jade's speed, you will be the avatar.
I don't think you actually want me to steal. You want the speed for yourself. Deteriorating, aren't you?
As I have told you, I am but a reflection of what was once Avery Quinn.
Reflection that wants to stay alive. You're an Avery, you can't hide anything from me.
I simply
You really
wish.
are the villain, aren't you?
I simply wish to fix your timeline. One that can be better. For I am the gift giver of time itself. Krovos was not the god of time. I am. There's only one god.
No friend, there's no gods. You are just a cheap. You're just a cheap recreation of me. Avery turns around and fires his wrist rocket directly at Krovos. and as that distraction happens, he runs towards his big sister. Goes, we need to move now.
You're running?
I'm running with damage.
Hang on, I gotta turn this down a little bit. Turn you up there.
Watch those wrist rockets!
I don't know if you worry about the spell, but oh, god damn it, I need to look it up on my phone. I believe it's 6-8, which I can roll that if you want me to. Just need to look up the spell because
So, do you keep running?
yeah, Avery keeps running and goes, you have a right, and all timelines have.
You see lightning all speeding throughout the entire laboratory. As you start running down the stairs into the hull of this area, and you approach a door.
Wait,
Yeah, you need to say that one more time. I gotta turn the samples down.
I did. I said,
All right, go again.
I said I did.
Is it me or do I just keep missing what you're saying? One more time. I'm sorry.
I said I did take Neo with me.
Okay. So you bring Neo with you. She kind of starts. You just kind of like dragging her, and you kind of realize she's also
No,
just.
I
Go ahead.
like I grab her and say, sister, help me.
Hang on. I'm gonna pop her in. Where's N? Do I have her? I thought I did. Oh, maybe because it's R. That's why. Aha! There you go. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, I believe that there's good in you. Please tell me you know a way to get out, to get back to my timeline without him.
She then points into the doorway.
Can I open the doorway?
The door opens like as like a retina scans you. It's like, welcome, Avery Aquin.
Oh, thank God we all have the same retinas, and I pull my sister in with me. I lock the door behind me.
It's magnetically
And then
sealed, so it would take a minute for him to get in here if he's coming in here.
I'm gonna do one better.
I don't think I caught any of that.
I'm gonna use a... And basically it's a little glove. I place my hand on it, connect it to a little shoulder mechanism here. Place my hand on the door, and the door melts, and all the metal welds together. I use metal on the door.
Nice.
Basically make a solid wall.
You then just see kind of like remember like Tex in Red vs. Blue, her first reveal from the animation?
Yeah.
You just see the boom. What's that? What the heck is a gong? Oh, a gong. So you start seeing he's like smashing, like punching the door. It's not budging yet. It's not really doing a whole lot, but he is trying to break through the door.
Let's go. Okay, sister. What do we do?
Get in here. Avery Aquin. If you're reading this, I'm not who I am anymore. You then see ahead of you a hologram. Another remnant of Avery Aquin. I'm recording this in case I lose myself in the mirror dimension again. Something is following me. I am meant to be an avatar. I'm doing everything I can to protect this timeline, but despite what the other Avery told me, I can't. I'm trying. But it's trying to consume me. In case something goes wrong, take this tempad back to the future. Prepare for a future where things may not go the way we want it to go, but damn it, there's still a way to change the future without killing or hurting anybody. We can forge a better future. The future is not written yet. I know it's not. Go now. Future needs you. I need you. It disappears. And the portal begins to open.
I just grab Neo's hand. Okay. Ready? You ready, bitch?
Hang on.
I've protected you all my life, but I need you to be ready.
She's
Look
looking
at her. Does she nod?
She nods and then she goes, and then she the door kind of, and she's like,
I pull her in.
she's like, and then she's like, no. As you as you pull her in, she shatters into a million pieces. Where'd my mouse go? I said she shatters
Do I
into
also
No, you don't shatter,
Like
but she
she-
shatters. I lost my mouse. Okay, I found it.
I couldn't have stopped that, could I?
Nah, she wasn't real. She wasn't real. You know how Neo can make puppeteers of herself? Avery can do the same thing in the mirror dimension. That's why he was using Neo and Adam, but technically she was still a real creation of her from his timeline.
But she wasn't real, so I couldn't bring her with me.
Yeah.
I knew something was. He seemed too adamant about power.
Yeah. Hang on. You see the door
Tony,
flings open.
You have
Just
made
as I'm
your
fall-
choice. From this day
As I'm
forward, we
falling
are
into-
enemies. I will relinquish my wrath onto this timeline and reclaim my role as the true god of time. I will bring peace and order to Remnant. The great journey has begun, and you will be left behind.
He starts running at you. What do you do? Do you fire them wrist rockets, Avery? Oh shit, we lost his voice. We lost his audio. Oh no. Oh wait, no. There we go.
What?
He just pulled a Star Wars Infinity War, flipped off Thanos, jumped through a fucking Doctor Strange portal.
He's like,
No!
as you disappear back in time.
My plan with the grenade is to blow up the fucking portal, by the way. So that he can't get through it.
That's sick. And
By the way, Tony,
yes,
the amount of damage that the portal and he takes is 19.
19.
I take twice the damage to both the portal and him.
Bet.
It's like shot drop.
Bet. All right, fellas. The stories have merged. Lil. Hi.
Hi.
So, reappearing. Back. Kind of breaking through the glass. As you fly out of the mirror dimension, you kind of land. Ugh.
Are we back to rewinded when Jade was fighting Reverse Jade?
We're a little bit before. Yeah, we're right around there. So, I will
so-
dive into the story.
So Glacia is still knocked out, got it.
She's about to wake up in a minute.
I was about to say, Glacia was still passed out.
So, you
What the fuck do I see?
You look up and you see the reverse Jade battered and defeated, and looks up at Jade with a sneer.
This isn't over, Jade. You haven't won this You may have won this battle, but the war's far from over. I'll be back, stronger and more determined than ever before. And on that day, I'll wipe that smug smile off your face. I always win, Jade.
She speeds off as she's summoned back to the negative speed force. You see Jade labored, coughing out blood, as Misha catches her. She says, "It's okay. I'm here now. Save your strength." She says, "You came running for me?" "Always." Glacia reawakens, and everyone's back.
She Glacia stammers through her knees for a minute. She's like, ow.
You wake up and you see Jackson Fox healing you.
Hi.
Where am I?
You're back. We ran into a bit of
Where
trouble. Also, you turn around, you see Avery reappearing from the mirror dimension.
You okay
The
over
world's in
there?
danger. The world's in danger. The timeline's
Yeah, we
in
know
danger.
Yeah, that's also something.
I
No, you don't.
missed when he was doing that. Remember, I got him to do it again.
I hate
Glacier's like,
you.
my head still hurts.
that hurt. Aw. She's like, yeah, you kind of got stabbed, Jade.
So, guys, so did no one else see the weird appear in a weird ice tower? Just me?
I'm sorry, I think you were unconscious there, Glacia. You were having a dream.
Dream?
Yes.
That felt really real, though. That was not a dream.
There's a god after us.
Yeah, there's a couple of those,
Jade.
I'm pretty sure. Isn't there like a fucking aren't the Graham here too? Aren't they? What was that Graham earlier that you guys said I killed? I guess I did kill, actually.
It was
Jade.
a magical wool beast.
Jade.
You see Jade,
That's weird.
She's bleeding out at the moment.
I see a kind of... Oh wait, can I have an idea? I have an idea.
Go ahead.
Glacia, like, finally kind of like regaining her full like vision for a minute. She looks at Jade, she's like, God damn it. You kind of see her, you see her trying to move quicker, but you kind of see her like stumble for a minute. Okay, hold on. Gotta get my bearings back.
You see Jade passes out and she goes, hold on, wait. What was I just listening to? This? Play? Okay. You see Jade passes out and she goes into electroshock. She starts seizing. Guys, we're losing her. I'm gonna try something.
Hold on.
She starts rubbing her hands together, generating energy. She goes 1, 2, 3. She electroshocks her once. Hold on, I want to turn the samples back up. She goes, nothing. Come on, come on.
What's hurting her?
Supposed to be recharging her systems. Her speed healing isn't kicking in. Something's wrong. She notices that there's a gash in her neck, imbued with the negative speed force, as the negative speed force is negating her speed healing. Glacia, what's your idea? What are we doing?
Glacia kind of walks up. She's like, okay, Misha, I'm gonna need you to trust me, okay?
Okay, I trust you.
All right. Hey, Koyuki. I could use some help here. And you kind of notice, her, she kind of shuts her eyes for a minute, and you kind of see her hair go dark blue, and she's like, finally.
Well then.
So this is what it feels like. Anyway. Oh, I see what you mean now. All right, you kind of see her, like, she claps her hands for a minute, and you kind of see, like, an ice kind of, her hands kind of start freezing over, and she's like, well, there's only one way to see how this works. You kind of see her, but she puts her hand right where like the negative speed force kind of putting on her is. Yeah. And she grabs that spot, but she puts her hand also over top of the gash where it's in like the middle of her stomach, and she's like, all right, I'm sorry, this might take your aura. And you kind of see her aura kind of starts glowing like really bright, like her it's shining brighter than it normally ever does. Oh shit. Kind of like, you know how like when Jean amplifies someone's aura? Yeah. You can kind of tell that their aura is amplified. Yeah. You kind of can tell that she's shining and her aura is going. And you notice that there's glyphs that are appearing on her hands, and slowly the area around everyone starts to get really cold. And you notice that the glyphs on her hands, the one on her left hand, starts kind of absorbing the negative speed force that was inside of Jade. Yeah. And you notice that the other hand is slowly healing her stomach as she's doing it. Ooh.
Avery has his hand halfway in the gauntlet he just moved.
She's like, all right, we can do this. And you kind of notice everyone kind of gets pushed back a little bit by like you kind of feel like a cold gust of air push everyone back for a minute, and you kind of see Koyuki and Jade start kind of hovering in the air for a minute, and you notice that the negative speed force that was kind of like the gash that was on her neck slowly starts to fade as you kind of notice it's in Koyuki's hand on one of the glyphs. Ooh. And she's like, all right, hey Misha, you're fast, right? Yeah. Can you run me anywhere farther away from here?
Sure. Hold on tight. Start speeding you up. How far do you need to go?
just as far as you can get us away from here.
So, we're just gonna keep going.
Yeah, that's
See where
good.
it leads.
Honestly, that's good.
We're gonna. It takes you
So
over.
he's like, all right, we're good. You kind of see her put her hand up to the sky, and her hand's like kind of holding her arm like the cannon in a sense. And you kind of see the glyph start like kind of sparking with energy, and she's like, now you might want to run.
Oh shit.
And you notice that all the energy that she absorbed from the negative speed force that was inside Jade just starts spewing out of the glyph off of her arm in her hand. And you kind of see her, the glyph kind of breaks and shatters. You kind of see her just get tossed into a tree. Ow. Okay.
All right.
Alright. Did I do it?
You see, Jade starts to recover, and her aura restabilizes, and she's okay. She's gonna make it.
Glacia kind of like, you kind of notice Koyuki kind of, her hair kind of fades back into white. She's on her knees for a minute. She's like, huh, do you guys deal with that kind of energy all the time?
Yeah.
And she looked at Jade and Misha. She's like, you guys deal with that all the time?
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
You also notice slowly that like her arm kind of stiffened up, and you realize that her arm's kind of locked. She's like, well, that's what I was afraid would happen.
You see Jackson walk in. He gets on one knee and puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, "Good job, my friend."
Thanks.
He's doing his role. He's playing his role as a team support.
All right then.
Like Queen Frostbite?
You okay, right, Jade? I think she okay.
So Jade hasn't awakened yet, but you see her aura starts to recharge, and Misha's holding her, and it seems the aura is doing its work at healing her, and her speed healing's kicked back in.
This is like cool. You kind of notice her fall to her side, and her aura breaks for a minute.
Avery's gonna catch Glacia as she falls to her knees.
Hi. Where the hell have you been?
Long story, short explanation. Version of me died because I told him to be a good guy, now trying to steal Jade's speed in order to Avery to rule them all.
Huh. Okay, I guess I'm not the only one who experienced something weird. I talked to my dead sister and a goddess.
I missed a lot.
Yeah, definitely did.
I also have a gauntlet that can now steal a speedster's speed force.
Yeah,
Misha's like,
maybe.
Excuse me?
Maybe you should not have that with them standing right there.
I made it so that it wouldn't kill you.
Thanks, that's
I
comforting.
realized as I was making it what the other me's plan was. But now I can't get rid of it because it's dark matter.
Oh, well, okay then,
Right now it's contained. Dark matter is extremely dangerous.
I
Yeah,
think
no
I know
kidding.
that, thank you. Yeah, no joke. Hey, Jax, are we done here?
Can we go home?
We still have the
just met
mages.
my sister and
You then hear hold on. From you hear a blast of explosion
Oh, not again.
from what looks to be the cave directly behind us. The cause of the red skies and the lightning storms seems to be emanating from this cave. I think we still have one last thought to do with the crown.
Avery just pulls his last nitroglycerin rocket out of his bag and just loads it into the rocket.
This is like, see you guys. One thing, I'm like, you guys, I don't have an aura right now.
He's like, Jackson says to Avery, he's like, you missed the cool car ride. You turn around, you see a Warthog, an MV8V main fucking Warthog. It's like, it's a Puma.
It looks like a...
That's what I said.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
I want Jackson and Avery to roll a perception check.
All right. 2%.
All right, I need to look at my
Blah.
perception. Let
18
me
and a
look at
15.
mine.
Okay, so they both see it either way. But if you guys look at Glacia, you notice how her arms kind of just, you kind of see just it's slowly just bleeding all the way down her arm.
Your aura has not come back in yet.
Yeah, I know. You kind of see her like poor thing. She's like, yeah, no, this isn't that good. You kind of notice that like,
Ooh, can I do something? Sorry.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
Because I have these. They're so cool. So, Jackson, he hands you. Where is it? Where are they? These are so cool. He hands you a good berry. Creates 10 berries that can provide nourishment and healing.
Oh.
Which each berry restores 1 HP of your health. So he gives you a handful
Jackson
of good
paladin or
berries.
monk?
He is.
She's like, thank you.
He is a paladin. Wow.
Tony,
Ah.
you know how the negative
It's a
speed force
spirit
works,
summoner
right?
for as like a homebrew option as well, but it's a paladin.
You know how the negative speed force works, right, Tony?
Yeah.
You notice that her arm, while it's healing, you kind of see her aura start to flash, but her arm's no longer getting flash. Her aura is no longer flashing in her arm.
Oh shit.
Kind of like, you know how like Salem, or not Salem, Cinder has like her whole body has her aura, but her grim arm doesn't.
Yeah.
You notice that
It's
her whole
reversed.
body, you know how her whole body's flashing and her aura is kind of coming back, but her arm is still not. You see it flash in her whole body other than her left arm.
Oh shit.
Well, it
Spoopy.
looks like your arm is.
Yeah, thanks for pointing out the obvious, buddy.
Is it still bleeding?
You kind of noticed the gash kind of did heal up, but you noticed that the blood's still on her arm, like the blood that was already went down her arm is still there.
This is so
Can
cool. I
she
just
use
realized.
her arm? That's the question.
I just realized the whole team is here.
Yeah, she
like,
can use her arm.
all the Hero
Okay,
Forge
Avery
models
was-
are here on one screen now.
She can use her arm. But
You like some
I
plate mail? I could pull out some
She's
plate
like-
mail.
you kind of see her
For your
arm
arm.
kind of start to frost over. You kind of see ice kind of appear on her arm. She's like, I think I'll be fine.
Ice armor, nice.
Tony, you remember how I said I have an idea?
What's that?
Remember how like you were talking about it earlier, how putting Cyborg into here? I have ideas.
Yeah.
And this is partially leading into said idea.
Okay. Oh, okay. Bet I got a way we can tie
This
that
is
in
partially-
too. How we
There's
get
a
you to
reason
tank.
that there's a partial reason why it's doing this.
Okay.
Avery already has plans on basically putting a neural inhibitor. What are those things that like Doc Ock installed in his like neck?
Aren't they,
Inhibitor chip.
they are neural inhibitors, yeah. They're inhibitors. A neural inhibitor.
Neural.
It's an inhibitor chip.
He's Avery, well, but not. I want something so that like, basically he can download and receive data directly to his brain.
Yeah, like
Neural
a neural
pathways.
link.
Yeah, neural link, yeah,
All right,
neural
so
link.
we get in cyberpunk enhancements then. I got you. We're all gonna
Avery already had plans.
we're gonna chrome the
Neural-
fuck up. Also, I'm mad that I didn't put anything in the NPC frames. That's okay.
I mean, it's Somber's there, it's fine.
Yeah, Somber's that's all that matters. So, directly ahead, the cave door. You see a set of double doors to the caves, and you see energy pulsing out of the caves.
Glacia kind of looks around and just like, well, Team Jaeger's here, aren't we?
Team
We're
Jaeger's
actually
back
the full team
together,
this time.
baby. Let's get to work.
Shall we?
Sorry, I
Jackson.
was gone.
Jackson leads the way to the door.
I was looking for my sister, and then I ended up.
You're fine.
You see Jackson kind of just
Sorry.
like, and he, the door's open.
Open sesame!
Oh wait, I didn't get to open it the other way. Flip.
Avery just draws his gun. He's just like, I'm not shit again. Just escape one death trap.
You ready to see something kind of crazy?
Yeah.
So, you enter. You see a dark ritual being performed by a group of mages looking to summon the most powerful Grim in all of Remnant. You see in the
Glacia
center
kind of
a crystal heart powered by what looks to be the negative speed force, and on top of it, a golden crown.
Oh, Tony, you did the perfect idea. This ties right into how I was planning. This ties right into my planning.
They're all circled.
Say that again, Chris. We lost you there.
You keep like cutting out for a minute.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. They're all like this little circle in a sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Say about 8.
Hold on. One second. There we go.
I was about to say, I have no idea what he just said.
Yeah, you gotta say a couple more times. Your audio is like weird right at the moment.
Sorry. Are they all like grouped up? Is my question.
They're all grouped up in like almost like a seance. They're performing a ritual to summon a dark grim, and in the center.
I just say. Do you have any more details, or
yeah,
do you want, or can I do something?
In the center of the relic, you see a dark red crystal, almost like it's embedded in the negative. It's like brewing the negative speed force energy, crystallizing and powering a golden crown on top of it. You see the main guy in the middle take the crown off, puts it on his head. We are the crown. And in the center, harnessing powers of a lone and a fearful. Where is she? Magenta! You see, Magenta is at the center of the altar. And she said, they say, rise, daughter. You are reborn into the one true crown. You see Magenta rises and turns around, her eyes glowing red. She has been possessed, and she is now set her sights on the heroes. All the mages turn around.
Is there a code in her eyes?
There is no code in her eyes, no.
Okay, Avery just shoots the rocket at the center of the group and hits them all. As Avery looks over and says, "You might want to step back."
Oh shit! Watch those wrist rockets.
Tony,
everyone roll for initiative.
Gotcha.
Let's roll. Let's do Lil first.
Rocket off.
14 for Lil.
17. Plus 3 to my initiative.
Oh god, it's breaking. I broke it. We don't know what the roll's gonna be. It's a 7.
Hit the scythe sound. You see Glacia kind of pull out her dagger, and you see her click its hilt, and you see the scythe kind of start appearing in her hands. She's like,
that 20 for Avery.
Oh shit, so that's 23 total.
I was doing Jackson's that last one. Jade. Okay, because she's last, so Jade starts to wake up. And, hang on. She wakes up, I'll give you some lines of dialogue real quick. She says, as she kind of, wakes up and looks around the room, she sees everything going on. She's with you guys now, present in this moment. What'd she say? She says, guys, this energy, it's the negative speed force. I felt it before. That red death I fought against was an avatar of its power. We have to destroy that crystal.
My arm currently has it embedded.
I just look at Ruby and say, there's another avatar
Ruby.
after you as well. We'll talk later.
You mean Jade?
Jade. You know what I mean.
Hey Tony.
Wrong timeline, buddy. What?
Tony, hit your scythe sound. Kind of see Glacia pulls out her dagger. You see her click the button and it just extends into a scythe. See her standing on the ground. She's like, I may only have Aura to one arm, but this will be fun.
Avery shoots the rock.
Glacia, or I'm sorry, not Glacia. Jade and Misha speed off. Like, we'll take care of the crystal. They start speeding around the crystal, trying to generate its energy, or like pickpocket off of it, its energy.
Tony, I need a 17 saving throw from everyone.
Okay. Which one?
So roll a nat 20, you gotta roll a 17.
You don't need to roll. It's just...
The speedsters need to roll?
No. Unless they're getting into the group.
No, they're focusing on speeding around the crystal. This room is bigger
Okay,
than
as
what
long
it
as-
seems like, by the way. It's a pretty big room.
Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna...
So it's Avery's initiative first, so yeah. You're firing at the center of this group here?
Yep, so all of them are getting hit, including Magenta, sorry. I can
Bet.
revive you, don't worry.
So, the wrist rocket fires at the center of the group. Magenta starts spinning her staff, like almost like a whirlwind spin. She's kind of trying to block the energy while all of the mages kind of they fly back. They all kind of hit different corners of the room.
The damage they take half that much.
Say that number again.
26.
26. Okay.
And then half that much.
Say that again. You keep cutting out.
Half that much if they succeeded their saving throw.
Okay. What kind of saving throw?
It is a DC 17 dex save.
DC 17 dex save. Got you. So that's gonna be a 10. You said dex?
Yeah, dex save.
What's that? 10? 10 plus 3.
Yep.
So 13.
13.
That is a fail.
All right, roll
So
again
they take-
for one of them. God damn it, the dice broke again. Okay, 13 plus 3, 16.
This is a 16. It's a fail.
Fail.
Okay, we got another one. Nat 1.
That's a crit fail.
Actually, double. That's a
Alright.
crit fail.
That's a
so
crit
that-
fail.
Ugh, another one. 5 plus 3.
26.
So they all fail, except
26 times 2?
Let's do magenta. Ooh, child. Fuck.
52, Chris.
That's a nat 1 for magenta.
52.
So, wait, hold on. I want to mention, Magenta takes 52 damage, by the way.
Bet.
Magenta and
fail.
Magenta and the other crit fail take 52. Everyone else takes 26.
Holy shit.
All right. So
Avery's using nitroglycerin.
bet. So
I
all
was
the
not expecting
mages they get blasted back. Two of them die. The other 3, critical health. They start kind of They start trying to heal. They start
I still have the
fucking.
bonus.
Next.
I still have the bonus action.
Go ahead, Chris.
With my bonus action, I'm just
Magenta also
gonna.
flies back. She gets hit massive amount of damage. She flies into the crystal.
Avery's just gonna. Avery's just shooting. Avery's shooting one of the chanters with roll hit.
While you're doing that, I'll do some dialogue. What does one of them say? They say some crazy stuff. Ready? You ready for this? He says,
You fools! How dare you interrupt our ceremony? We were about to summon the great beast that will bring the Goliath to his ultimate glory.
That's the one I shoot in the mouth.
So you shoot the one.
Shoot that.
you shoot the one in the center with the crown.
I shoot him in the mouth.
Shoot him in the mouth.
Is
All
he
right,
the
roll to
one-
hit.
Fucking roll the die for me, or am I
Okay,
rolling
let's do
the
it.
die?
I got you. Yeah. 13.
13 plus 9.
13 plus 9. Okay. You shoot him.
It hits.
You shoot. Ready? You shoot. As you shoot, you almost feel like your shot was like like you know the shot was supposed to hit, but you see it and you shoot it completely wrong direction. He says,
The crown of fate has determined my reality. You are too late.
Whoever was hit in the crossfire does.
so
Like, that ricochets off somebody.
so it does like the church thing. and you hit 4 of the other guys who were already down. Kill another one. His aura breaks. Ugh.
How many of them did I kill that round?
Some of them started healing, but you knock out 2 of them who started healing up. The other 2 off to the side. They do like the Doctor Strange thing where they like they start trying to wrap around you with like their sort of their little Doctor Strange lasso thingy. They start trying to lasso you up. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna do a thing. They're gonna do 2 rolls. 2 rolls for both people. 18 and a 19. They both.
Damn.
They start. Your arms kind of.
Tony, they would hit.
It hits. There is no. It doesn't have. It's a spell. It cast it. They don't have to roll to hit anything.
I thought you said. No, what? I'm confused. You said it was roll to hit.
Well, I'm rolling to do the actual spell to see if they can do the spell.
Well then I'm going to just have the damage of that.
Because they were also recovering from getting up, and all the shit that they just endured, blood force trauma.
Well then, Tony, I'm gonna use absorb element and have that damage.
All right. So, let's see. Let's do yeah. And then yeah. 1 and 4. So you take 5 damage as it wraps around you. It's trying to and it's not really hurting you all that much, but it's locking you up. Like they're tying you up, and you're feeling the burn of the portal fire kind of shit. You're feeling that kind of like the spark burn, and it's like kind of piercing your aura.
You see that?
They then pull you. They pull you face first to the ground. They're trying to like pull you in. They're reeling you in.
By the way, Tony.
Yes.
As they like ropes wrap around and they start to burn, you see that like my hoodie and my firearm actually, you see some of that energy coalesce around.
Oh shit. Bet.
So, and I just smile. Oh, you guys are fucked.
As they pull you to the ground, they start reeling you in. They're dragging you towards them. They're trying to capture you.
Who rolls next?
Glacia next. They did their attack. Actually, wait. Let me do another. Let me do all the other villains first, real quick. As Magenta recovers, she gets back up, recovering.
Do not fail me, child. The crown has summoned you to battle. Fight. Kill them.
You see Magenta get back up. She starts charging her staff with sonic dust, preparing to blast it at the group. Avery is already pulled out of this encounter, so I'm gonna have everyone here. They're gonna do a Dex saving throw to see if they can dodge or they're gonna be hit. That's some stuff. Let's roll. Nat 20 for Lil.
That's a 26 anyway. I had a +6 to my Dex saves.
Jade. 5.
Do I need to roll?
But advantage. I don't really have to roll for her anyway, but I'm doing it because fun. Anyway, she still does it. Actually, no, not Jade, but Misha. What do you do? Protect your girl, Misha. Fuck. Advantage.
Wait, can I do something better on
Yes.
20?
Jade, or Misha uses her speed force to evade the nat 1. Skirt.
Wait.
Shit.
Tony.
Grabbing Jade, speeding her around to the other side of the room.
Am I allowed to do something since I rolled a nat 20?
We're here. Not yet. You're just dodging. All your nat 20 is to dodge. Jackson, what do you roll for Jackson? Ugh. 6 plus. Jackson, what you got for me, my boy? That's a plus, motherfucking. Oh shit. He's using his aura. He puts his body into the spirit form, making him translucent and transparent.
Okay, Locke.
And comes back to his body, evading the blast. You're going to have to try better than that, kid. Wait, come get me, old man. Magenta says.
Oh, wait, it's my turn,
now
right?
it's basically your turn.
So when she dodged, you kind of noticed that she had a hand on like a glyph on her hand, and you kind of noticed it kind of dragged in some of the energy that the dust, like sonic dust energy that was getting shot.
Yeah.
Kind of see her do like a little backflip for a minute. See her land. Kind of see her hold her hand out. She's like, you know, I never tried sonic dust with my Atlas. I wonder how well it's gonna go. You kind of see her as you kind of see her like wave her hand and like kind of like a force in front of her.
Yeah.
And you remember how she activated her little new ability that she learned to do with her scythe?
Yeah.
You notice that all the glyphs kind of start just appearing around everyone that's in the room.
Ooh.
And you notice something. They're not just the normal glyphs. What
What's
color
that?
is Sonic Dust, Tony?
Sonic Dust, it's pink.
You notice that they all kind of glow a little bit of a pinkish. They have like a pinkish tint to them. And she's like, I wonder just how much this will enhance me. You kind of see her pull her scythe out. You kind of see her spin it, and she holds it out. She's like, kind of see her eyeing the glyphs, and she's like, all right, let's go. And you see her dash to one of them.
So you dash to your glyph.
And you see her dash into it, but as she dashes into it, you see her kind of catch one of the dudes that grabbed Avery with the rope, and kind of see the scythe come right across their stomach.
And Glacier.
And you kind of see her go back and dash over to another one that's on the other dude that's like around the other dude that has the other rope. And you see her dash to that one, and you see her cut the one, like kind of cut the other one that's grabbed that has the rope on Avery.
Hell
And
yeah.
you kind of see her look right over where Magenta was, and you kind of see her put her fingers up, and you kind of hear her like doing a little like come at me for a minute. But you notice the glyph behind Magenta kind of pulls in the energy that was within the glyph, and just kind of attacks her with it.
Ooh.
So she's basically taking that sonic energy, that she absorbed, and hitting Magenta with it.
Bet. You then, as you hit Magenta, you're pulled. She uses her staff to, and you're pulled into a clash. As the power, her staff kind of like, it's like almost like a lightsaber clash. You see,
Kind of see it's on the like the hilt of the staff of her scythe. It's kind of locked with it. She's like, "Hun, I know you're not like this." Well, I guess I'll have to beat some sense in you. That makes more sense. As you kind of like, you see her as they kind of they push back off of each other.
yeah.
And you kind of see her backflip for a minute. You notice that her scythe isn't in hand anymore. It's switched back to her daggers, and you see her she kind of connects her bow in hand, and she kind of like wings for a minute, and you kind of see her just let arrows fly.
Bet. I'm also gonna have you do a perception check. So let's do that. Let's grab one of these dice. 12.
Wow. Wow.
Well,
What that mean? What you get? What the 12 mean? Plus what?
For
7.
Plus 7, so it's a 19.
Oh, bet. So you notice that one of her eyes, you see her right eye, her left eye, is red, but her other one is green. Her real eye color. You see that you then start to make out a code. Do I gotta spell it out for you?
Hey,
System error code 817.
anyone else see this?
What the heck?
Guys?
Avery goes,
What the
oh
heck?
god, what? Oh god. Well,
You notice that,
Yes, I know
this isn't really her. She's being controlled by something diabolical.
is this at all reminiscent to what I saw in the fucking Avery cave?
It is the code. You then put the pieces together. Magenta, an Elysian student, comes from Atlas, which means during her first years of Atlas, she became
Test subject.
test subject. Shit! No!
I
Why?
have an idea.
Avery just like he said,
She's like, you kind of see Glacia, so I'm gonna use a cunning action to dash out, like, kind of disengage from the fight.
Yeah.
And you kind of see her disengage back behind Jax. She's like, hey guys, keep me covered for a minute. I have an idea.
You see
you
Jade and Misha speeding, working on it.
You kind of see Glacia take a step back into the behind Jax, and you kind of see her put her hand on the ground, and you notice a glyph kind of appears, and kind of encasing a lot of the room, and she's like, "All right, let's do this." And you notice that she pushes both arms down, but remember her left arm doesn't have her aura in it anymore.
Yeah.
So she's kind of pushing. She's trying to force her aura through her arm, and you kind of notice the ice ice shell that she made on her arm. It starts to crack.
Ooh.
And she's like, "This is gonna hurt. Hey, guys, I have an idea, but this might take me out of commission for a bit. At least my arm."
So I won't tell you the bad news till later, but I will tell you the good news. I know
You're
who's
still on
doing
the floor. You're saying that as you're still on the floor, like, ah, fuck.
I know what's happening.
You kind of notice the glyph that was on the floor. You notice her kind of lifts. You see the ice kind of coming out of the glyph that encases everything. That's kind of encasing the room for a minute. And she's like, "All right, well," you kind of see her lift her one arm up, and you see the ice shatter on her arm. You kind of see ice spikes coming out of her arm for a minute. She's like, "That hurts." It's fine. But you see her kind of bring her arm around, and you see the ice kind of encase everyone that was within it. And you kind of see her squeeze through her hand. She's like, "Well, hey, guys."
Yeah?
Unfortunate news.
Why?
I'm gonna lose my arm here. Kind of see her, throw her arm across, and then she, opens her hand into a palm. And you kind of see the an ice kind of dome appear around everybody. But you notice that her arm kind of just freezes. And you see the arm kind of shatter off of her arm. And you kind of see her fall to her side. She's like, "Okay, that was a lot more painful than I thought. It's fine."
When you do that, though, I got you ready. When you do that, you see Jade jumping into the crystal, tackling it, ripping it out of the cauldron. It shatters as she's fucking shatters the entire crystal. The energy illuminates out, exploding out of the entire crystal. Red energy going everywhere, and the red skies begin to clear.
You do take an icy tone to them, though.
And Jade, you see Jade tumble to the floor. Her semblance, her aura drops again.
Glacia looks up. She's like, kind of see her still standing,
I'm not okay.
holding her arm. She's like, she looks at Jade. She's like, "Good job, kid." But you notice her arm's still bleeding. Her arm actually started bleeding now. She's like, "Yeah, guys, I don't feel the best." And you kind of see her fall to her side. You kind of notice notice that she's gotten a little bit more pale, and she's kind of losing a lot of blood.
You see Misha runs over to Jade, protecting her. Shit, Jade.
Avery's just gonna shoot Avery's gonna shoot the last dude who's trying to fucking pull him in.
So, I'm gonna have you make a dex or a strength check to see if you can wiggle your hand to your pouch to be able to grab your gun from being tied up by the other two mages. Oh God, 14.
14 plus 14. 17?
Yes.
Does it work?
14 plus 17? It does.
No, 14 plus 3.
You kind of like,
17.
your arm is free and your gun is in your hand. You aim it down sight. And you fire.
I blow off the one of the
wrong one.
And I'm using blade. It's booming blade, so it's 3d8.
I'm gonna have you roll to hit on the other guy. You gonna shoot the other one too?
Well, that's a different. I'm doing damage total for the first dude because it's different.
Hold on. Which one?
Because
D6?
I have a bunch of spells.
D8.
No, I'm rolling it. It's 3d8 and 1d6. Give me a second.
I got
I'll roll
you.
it.
I got it right here. Tail spiral defies your fate, damn it.
Dude, it's too many dice.
No, it's not. How many? Well, you need
It's only 4
D8
dice.
and what?
It's 3d8 and a d6.
3, D6.
8 and
22. All right, bet.
Wait, there's still other numbers that get added to it.
20. Got you.
It's 22 plus 6.
22 plus
But
6.
I think they're dead.
You pierce the other guy's aura, nailing a clean headshot right through his skullet.
But also, here, Tony, as they move,
You are freed.
head.
You see, there's one guy standing, Magenta, and the main guy, the guy with the crown, the golden crown man.
He says, "You ruined everything. Now, I will destroy you
And still have a
myself."
bonus action.
I know.
He's just doing dialogue, damn it. Fuck you.
It's
Fuck
just
you.
dialogue.
Fuck you.
Shoot him in that.
Alright, bet. Roll to hit.
Okie dokie.
Jackson joins you to fight Magenta. I don't want to have to do this, kid, but you've given me no choice.
She'll be fine, you just have to hit her.
Stance.
Kinda hit her a bunch.
I look at Jackson, just hit her hard enough.
Hit.
No,
So,
who did it?
I'll wait till you're done yours,
so-
and then I'll do Jackson. We'll take. They're gonna. You guys have your opponents.
May
guy
I
with the
roll?
crown.
Or do you want me to?
I got you. D20.
Okay. Yep, D20 to hit.
12
12 plus 9.
plus 9.
Jesus Christ.
You hit.
21.
The mage doesn't have much armor, but his crown.
My MSA is a sorcerer.
The crown you see. You notice that his crown is emanating a special power. And
Well,
if you have some incredible history, you may or may not know from your hidden files back in the mirror dimension. You also saw relics written everywhere. All the Huntsman Academies, relic, and you saw the beacon. You remember back to this beacon schematic? It said you saw a crown, and it said relic next to it for the beacon school. And you look, it looks like it looks similar to that crown, but except this crown its power only comes from the crystal, to which is no more because Jade destroyed it. Now his crown is but a paperweight.
So he gets an explosive bullet in his nut.
You don't want this man. Poor man don't have kids.
Dude.
Poor man don't have kids.
He has
Shoot his pee-pee.
Bailey, whack
that-
his PP.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 13 points of damage, and if he moves, he will take an additional 2d8 damage.
My God.
All right, he's gonna try to dodge.
min-max.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when they come? Oh shit! He tried to dodge, but he moved 1 foot. Right? What happens
Yep,
when he
and
makes
then
it? When he
he'll-
moves
Nuts.
his pee pee.
He tries.
His pee obliterated,
whack
destroyed
his PP.
a hole in his pee. His aura drops. And he's like, he drops, fainting.
Before he drops fully, I take the crown and put it in my bag.
You swoop the crown off his head as he falls, fainting as his balls are no more. The initiative. Well, not over yet, but you see Jackson preparing a fury of blows. Just like in Edge Runners, where he's doing the. He fucking get fury of swift, elegant punches to Magenta. She tumbles to the ground, and she is defeated. The energy leaving her body, energy is left, and she is back to her former self. The initiative is over, and all enemies have been defeated. You have defeated members of the crowd.
Avery immediately runs over to Glacia, pulls out a tourniquet and binds her on, and uses a tourniquet on her arm stump so that she doesn't bleed out.
You kind of see her open and she's like, "Hey guys, did we do it?"
Yeah, we did,
have.
and also good news, Glacia. I figured out who's to blame. Bad news, it's your uncle.
Oh, jeez. Of course it's Atlas, and why does it always lead back to them?
Don't worry, I have 3 people I know who, if we kill, we might be able to stop them before they ruin the future. I have long story to tell you. Don't worry.
You also
I'll
tell
you.
the headmaster. That probably would be smart.
You all right, young one? He helps.
Should we be
Jackson
able to trust the
helps Magenta up.
headmaster?
We can trust Miss Glinda.
What happened? Where's my sandwich?
Who says this?
Who are?
Magenta.
Yes. What's going on? How did I get here?
Your school implanted a little chip in your brain that they activated to brainwash you. Atlas
What?
Academy.
That doesn't sound right.
Yep.
What?
I literally pull out my scroll, take a brain scan of her head, and show her.
You take a brain scan of her head, and you notice that you see that she does have cybernetic implants. However, oddly enough, the chip hasn't been activated. However, it seems whatever spell she was under activated her neural circuit in her head. She does have bio implants, and you notice her chip hasn't been activated yet, but it also seems like her chip doesn't work at all, as if her chip like was faulty.
Got fried.
It was kind of, yeah, it was like it was fried from everything.
Yeah, you see right there, that chip is not supposed to be in the human brain. They have a lot of other hardware within your head. Kind of impressive.
While he's talking, you kind of see Glacia, like stand herself up, but you kind of notice like a Beowulf kind of like walks up next to her and she kind of picks her up and puts her on the back of it. So she has a summon with her.
I wouldn't move, Glacia. You kind of lost almost all your blood.
That's fine. I'll be fine. I do have to make a stop before we go back to the academy, though.
I think we could all use some medical attention. Maybe we should head back to the Keon village. Report. Of course, we have to tell them of our victory. So
And
the
I
threat
have to
is
tell.
gone for now, but
Hey guys.
there's a lot of unanswered
after
questions
that,
here.
Someone needs to get me to menagerie, because I have a way to fix this, I think.
Ooh, does that mean I might be able to work on my side projects?
What?
So,
I
let me
have
get everybody
ideas
out of the
about
cave. Hang on. Come here, Jackson.
Jax got stuck. Jax got stuck.
The Warthog, but while damaged, it still functions as a vehicle.
Avery just goes, that looks like a puma. Why'd they call it a warthog?
That's what I said. That thing. What the heck? What in Sam Howell is a puma?
It's a large cat.
Isn't that a car?
You're making that up.
Guys, are we talking about the car that's in front of us? Why is
Avery
there
hops in the driver's seat.
there's only
Everybody
one
get
car
in.
here?
Yep, we're gonna have to squish.
All right. Hop
I
on
want to see the
board.
other car. Okay.
Avery takes off and puts his foot to the floor.
I missed a couple. Hang on. Yeah.
You notice as the Beowulf kind of puts Glacia in the back seat of the car, it disappears. But like, you notice Glacia kind of like curls up again, like she did on the way here.
Mhm.
Like you kind of see her tail kind of like wrap up to her legs.
Avery's gonna be fired without his knowledge. Oh shit. Avery just looks
And
back.
drive off.
So, where are we going?
Welcome to Keon Village, Chris. The village that our headmaster Ozpin. Well, actually, we found out you weren't here for this.
Headmistress Glinda.
The new headmaster of Haven Academy Glenda Goodwitch. As
Oh shit!
yeah, as
Oh, Haven the cat. The
as
guy in Lionheart.
he died.
He died. He died. We have no idea how. He just died.
When you return,
Natural cause.
Natural causes.
yeah, that's it. When you return to Keon Village, you are greeted by Attic, the town folk, the folksperson of the town.
Town
With his
crier?
trusty dog.
You kind of notice that Glacia's still curled up, like, on the fucking seat of the car.
Where is he? There he is.
Avery just puts Glacia on his back.
You see everyone return, parking the car in the garage that they so graciously gave us, the Warthog, and as we park the car, we all get out. He says, "You've returned to Keon Village. I must say, I believe your mission was a success. I do not see any trace of the Red Lightning, and the Red Death has disappeared. And Magenta, you are home." Yeah, thanks, Attic. You know, I just...
How many students?
I got lost. Yeah, sure.
Quick question, Attic. Hi, Avery Quinn, member of Jaeger.
He's saying this with Glacia on his back, by the way.
Yeah.
Just out cold.
Yeah. Very Glacia. Avery's like, so, how many Atlas students do you have housed at this town?
Housed? What do you mean?
Like, how many students live here? Like, is Magenta the only one, or
Well,
does she have friends?
our town is more of a local one, but our young Magenta grew up here in this town. She was a hero to us, and she has returned once more as she has been switched over to Haven Academy as of this year. Her time last year at Atlas Academy was not the greatest experience she's had. She didn't really fit in with anybody, but she is here now.
Yeah, they plant, like, a chip that brainwashes you into people. You kind of don't have a good experience.
You see, I wouldn't know.
You just look like, what?
It's like, I guess. I thank you, Team Jaeger, for bringing peace to our village. You helped us against a grim invasion to which we thought we wouldn't survive. I would like to compensate you with whatever our people could offer.
Glacia kind of like conversations like, can I get a flight to Menagerie?
Well, we don't
And,
have
we don't
have access to airships at the moment, but I'm sure we can make something happen.
What about 4 pounds of yellow cake uranium?
Can you? Are we able to get that at like some kind of at a corner store? At every corner store? Anybody? Yeah, what that mean? The guy in the back. Yeah, what that mean?
It's a rare earth element that is in itself hazardous. It is a nuclear element.
Then why would they have it in a small village like this?
I'm sorry, I don't
know.
believe my people could help you with that matter.
What about night? Fuck, I'm blanking on the components of nitroglycerin. I need sulfuric acid. Glycerin.
Glucose?
Oh, not glucose. It's backguana.
I know that was Glacia just thinking
I'm not
because
sure.
she's
My young friend, I'm not sure how much we can offer. Although our village is not. We fund ourselves. We don't really get much support from the kingdoms anymore. We're out here on our own terms, and we've made our own out here. You might be able to see who's around who may be able to help, but our resources are limited. We do what we can to survive out here. Yeah? the fuck? Chris. Seems
Oh,
legit.
that's not me.
Oh.
That
Well,
was me. I turned up.
God damn it.
That's fine.
Anyways, after the battle is finished, you see Attic and his companion. He turns, he's like, "Again, I thank you for your help, Team Jaeger. Your name will spread large across Keon Village as the heroes of our town. Thank you." He turns and starts off.
Glacia, like, kind of not realizing that her only arm is still on Avery's back. You see her put a thumbs up, and she just kind of like falls backwards for a minute.
She's like, "Sorry I fought you guys back there. That was, wasn't myself, I guess. I'm not really sure how I got out that way. I usually don't stray too far from the village. Is there any way I can repay you guys? Maybe I can help you guys get to wherever you gotta go next. I have to go back to Haven eventually anyway."
I just need to get to Menagerie, because I have one way to fix the fact that I still don't have an arm.
You know, I think I know a Ripper doc around here somewheres if you'd like to see one of our local Keon scientists.
I have one on Menagerie.
Well, Menagerie is a far ride from here, and I don't think you're gonna be getting there anytime soon in your condition.
You kind of see her. She's kind of like. You kind of see her like kind of rip her hands up for a minute. She's like, you kind of see her put her hand on her arm. You kind of see her freeze it over for a minute. She's like, "I think I can manage."
The rest of the team
So
looks
I'll
at
take
her
a hell
like,
of a-
"Are you sure, Glacia?"
Okay, so Avery needs glycerin from soap, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid. Nitric acid is bat guano. Glycerin is basically crushed up seashells. And then sulfuric acid is sulfuric acid.
I think you're gonna
I
have to do
also
this the
know one way to
Minecraft
get a
method,
quick-
Chris. You may have to go find your resources on your, by the Minecraft method.
Avery's gonna need a
kinda-
gas mask to collect the sulfuric acid.
Glacia kind of has like, she's like, "I have one way to get a quick ship out here. I think it'll work."
Are you gonna call your father?
Mother, actually. And once she knows that I'm hurt, I don't think there's a way that that ship will not get here within the next 10 minutes.
A quick question. Would she be able to deliver me directly to Jacques Cheney? I need to kill him. Long story.
I don't think they let you in the Schnee Manor. They barely let me in the Schnee Manor. The only reason they let me in was because I was with Weiss.
Oh, don't let me walk in. I'm gonna blow the door.
Yeah, no, you see, there are still innocent people in there. I don't care how bad Jacques is. There's still innocent people in there. Whitley, Willow, Klein.
You see Misha and Jade off snickering with one another. It's like, I wonder when they're gonna realize they have two speedsters.
I already knew that.
Yeah, by the way, Jade,
so?
Jade, quick just heads up. An alternate version of me from a timeline that does not exist anymore wants your speed.
It's a lot of words.
Has tricked me into stealing it from you.
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Hey,
that's a lot of
Amisha,
words.
Jade? How fast are
Simply
you guys?
put, people want your speed.
We can run on
and I have
water.
Can one of you guys get me to Menagerie and back?
All right. You want a piggyback ride there?
Sure.
All right, hop on.
You see her kind of like
I'll be back,
jump on
Jade.
her back for a minute.
See ya. That's the wrong one.
Runs it, poofs into a cloud of glass.
What, you?
No,
Oh.
Glacia.
Nice. Well, would you guys like to stay in Keon, or maybe I can help you with whatever you guys have next? We have to deliver this crown back to the academy as soon as possible. If we can get a mode of transport, that would be lovely.
I also need to kill 3 people.
What?
Long story short, Well, I was gone. I was actually in the mirror dimension. Was contacted by another version of myself.
Dimension of mirrors? I couldn't hear any of that.
Yes.
I said a dimension of mirrors?
Yes, sort of. It is the intersection of all time and space.
See, that's a cool idea for a book. But like, what if you did like, ooh, spooky, like a speed force? I like that idea. I think that's a great idea. I think we should go with that. Jay's just being cocky, like,
Well, anyway, version of me that tried to trick me is evil and is dying or fading away because his universe or his timeline does not exist anymore. And the only way he can survive is through actual speed force injections, because he is slowly deteriorating all speed force in order to survive and try and change the time. I accidentally broke by not evil anymore.
she's like, I don't really know what any of that means, but that's
Basically,
cool, I guess.
it means there's an evil god of speed
Trying to what? You cut out.
steal your speed force.
Well, like, I like my speed force. I don't really know what I'd be without my speed force. I like going fast.
Because I realized
There's just I really can't understand what you're saying at all. It's just too garbled.
motherfucker.
Like, as soon as you start going into a deep fucking monologue, that's when I lose you.
Can you hear me now?
You don't have to get closer to fucking hear me. I can hear you, but it's the connection or the mic or something. That's what I'm saying.
It's probably the mic. Try not to be too.
Try and keep your sentences shorter, I guess. I don't know. 'Cause once you start going off, it's a lot. Also, she doesn't really get it. To her, you're speaking a lot of mumbo jumbo. She's not really in the mindset to understand what's going on. She got stabbed.
Long story short, we have a new villain.
I have a new villain too.
And he is trying to steal your speed.
There's another one. She's got like cat ears, and she's really blurry. I couldn't see what she looked like, but everyone in Keon called her the Red Death. Wait, you actually fought the Red Death? I remember now. She offered me a crystal. She looked a lot like you, actually. But I couldn't really... It's complicated.
I have the answers to that.
Oh yeah, Tony, do you want to know who,
that...
Do you remember the character I was talking about, Silverwolf?
Yes.
That I was going to bring in here? She may or may not be Glacier's Ripperdoc that she has a menagerie.
Nice. That's funny. Cool, you know what? We'll save the actual experience of that until next time.
Yeah, that's why I just had her speed off to go do it, so she can actually get there.
Because I was just gonna be like, well, unless you use one of the speedsters. But here we go. Chris, are you good? Can we get through this conversation? Yep. I've said it before, I've said it again. She's trying to understand what you're talking about, but she's really not in the mindset to understand what's going on. She's kind of very out of it at the moment.
I'm down ahead. Later, just we're in deep shit.
I'm not making out any dialogue. Anyway, Jackson says, "Let's take that crown and get out of here. I think it's time we report back."
Avery just hops on Jackson's back and takes a nap.
Bet. She goes, well, I guess I'll join you guys. I have to go back to the school anyway. I was supposed to head out yesterday, but then they said a ship crashed, and they haven't sent a new one out since, so they probably forgot about me. So, I'll wherever you guys go, I'm right there with you. My name's Magenta, by the way. It's nice to meet everyone. Jackson Fox. It's nice to meet you, Magenta. I'm Jade. And this is Avery. It's nice to meet you all. Well, you guys are kind of confusing. I'm a very confusing person, and I really like food, so I'm really happy. I'm really easy to please. I got staff. I get like a sonic dust and stuff, so it's pretty cool.
Also, you are a person I want to pick your brain, both figuratively and actually. You have been brainwashed, and I want to know how.
Well, that's a compliment, I think. Well, come on.
Sort of.
We can take one of the local airships. I know a guy that can get me the keys and a quick trip. So, let's go.
Can I fly?
No. She says, nobody flies a ship but me. We return to Haven. This is the first time she's actually gonna be here. It's so great. Magenta, welcome to the crew.
Well, there is no voice, yeah.
By the way, Tony.
Yes, Chris.
Just checking, because my last mission I was given was to confirm the existence of the vaults. I've essentially confirmed that, haven't I, right?
You pretty much confirmed that, yes. Your mission is complete.
Whether that information gets to the White Fang is a different story.
You've seen the other side. You've seen what they made, what together the Faunas were able to create in the New World. You saw that reality. You saw that what that vision was. Like, he wasn't wrong.
I just worry about the witch.
You all return to Haven Academy. As Jackson bows as he departs from you guys. He's reporting to the headmaster's office to deliver the crown to the headmaster herself. Lil, I need you to beat Miss Goodwitch so I can have two characters to talk to.
Yeah, that's fine. Ugh. Do you have anything in specific you want me to say?
Just mostly reacting as Glenda.
Oh, okay.
Because he's reporting to you.
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
might as well.
But Mavis is also here. Haha. Both of them are here.
Ospen, why not? Nah, Ospen's not here. He left. He went home. Who am I gonna use for Glenda Goodwitch? Raven. Fuck it.
What's the name you used last time?
Yeah, we'll use Raven. And I think I did use someone. Who did I? You know what? I'll use Neo. That makes sense. R. Neo? There she is. So you enter Jackson enters the room and he sees the headmaster, her daughter, and the mother. Well, sorta. Yeah, pretty much. You see, he sees what he knows as Jade's mom. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hi.
He walks into.
Good witch.
It's just Jackson. She wanted to. He's only the team leaders are reporting. That's why I have her doing the voice. Go ahead, Lo. You can address first.
Welcome back, Jackson. How did your guys' mission go, I should ask?
It went well. However, we encountered a great number of things.
Those being?
He hands you over. I believe this may look similar to you. Hands you the crown that looks a lot like the beacon relic. It's not completely, but it looks like a replica.
You kind of see Glinda. She holds it. She's like, I need to call Ozpin as quick as I can. Anyway, that aside, everything else went smoothly then. When I heard your arrival back here, there was only 3 of you?
Yes, our 4th team member suffered an injury. She had to return to Menagerie for repairs. She'll be back anytime soon, but for now we are 3.
Understood. Well,
We took some heavy hits back there. It wasn't easy, but our team got through. We experienced the Red Death and an organization known as the Crown. They kidnapped one of our own, a girl named Magenta, a student here at the academy. Has a powerful semblance.
Did you guys get her back here safely?
We did. She is here and she is safe. However,
and that is all we can ask for.
I have concerns. A lot of my friends, while our speedster, Jade Rose, she encountered someone who seeks to destroy her legacy, supposedly. And the other, Avery, claims he saw the future and met various other things. He talked about
if you want me to be honest, this sounds like a load of magic, and magic doesn't exist.
A magic science.
He looks over at Raven and then looks back at her. He says, I would hate to disagree, but I do in fact disagree.
And why so?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Dude, my fucking ears. What was that?
And why would you agree, Mr. Fox?
Well, I come from a family of heritage where we come from a long line of magic users. And while I've seen Miss Rose's mother turn into a bird once, I could confirm that magic is real.
Because I said Mavis is in here, she looks at her and she's like, you showed them already? You didn't even show me until I turned 12.
I didn't even know they were outside. They came to me. I didn't go to them. She left. Me and Jade had a disagreement. She left. I said fine, let her go. She'll come crawling back. She came back with 4 more. Not my fault.
Huh.
Then she got herself into some trouble, and I helped her.
Glinda's like, yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
My impulsive girl.
Mavis is like, does that mean I can just freely turn into a bird? Glinda looks over. No, that's not what that means.
Not yet.
But
she's
why?
Like, not yet.
Oh. Mavis, you see Mavis go sit down like on the table. She's like sits on the table. She's like, oh, why does she get to do it, but I don't. There's also a younger Mavis, a little bit younger of a Mavis.
If I may, I would like your permission, Headmaster, to continue our investigation on this crown. You see, they seek to kidnap people with powerful semblances and summon dark grim. That cannot be allowed.
You see Glinda kind of casual. She walks back behind the desk, and you kind of see her sit back in the headmaster's chair. She's like, I will give you permission on one condition.
Yes.
1, you make sure you have your full team. And that's not a condition, that's a demand. The condition is, you must report back to me all your findings. Understood?
Understood.
Alright, then you have my permission.
Thank you.
As I said, though, wait for your other teammates to get back. She is kind of a necessity. She seems like, other than you, she seems like she holds everyone else together, partially.
She'll gather my team in a time of healing. Until we are ready for our next mission. We will be ready.
Until then?
Training and resting.
Until then, you are dismissed, Mr. Fox.
Thank you, Headmaster Goodwitch. We'll not let you down.
As he's walking out, you hear Mavis. She's like, I still don't understand why I can't just turn into a bird when I want to. Why not?
She's like, it's not how it works.
But you can do it. As she points to Raven, but you can do it.
Yeah,
why can't I do it?
Because I was blessed with glorious
It's because I'm not
purpose.
an adult. That's not fair.
You have to still grow into your body. So, soon.
You make a very good case.
Does you a bum wing?
you will start to notice things changing. More feathers will appear, and soon you'll be able to glide. And then, furthermore, you might even just turn into a bird, or a raven, or a crow.
Maybe it's just getting the talk.
We don't know yet, but we'll find out eventually. Yes, pretty much.
Pretty much.
At this point, I'm gonna bring everybody back to the dorms.
If you want, we can actually do the Ripper Doc experience next time, but Glacia can come back here if you want to.
Hang on, let me take
Avery
that.
is like at his desk, like writing down every equation he remembers.
As you guys kind of get back to the dorm, you kind of hear, like, before you go in, you hear, like, laughing throughout the, outside the door, and then you walk in, you just see Misha and Glacia just chuckling at fucking random shit they're doing. You realize that Glacia was, like, looking over, watching her play the game, and Jade realizes it's the exact same game and she kept losing again.
She was like, it's you! You're the one who always beat me! She's like, well, from this day forth, I shall make it my mission to defeat you in battle, young Misha. You shall not win again!
Glacia's kind of like, she waves her arm at, like, the new arm. She waves her arm, where you guys notice that, she has an arm now on her left side again. She's like, what's up, guys?
Oh, she's back!
How's it going?
Oh, we'll do like a flashback. Cool. She's back now. Yay!
That's what I was saying.
Sweet.
Kind of see her waving, and the arm looks like it's perfect. Like, it literally looks like it's her arm. She's like, what's up, guys? So,
Whoa.
how'd everything else go?
She's like, it looks exactly the same.
It pretty much is, except for one little thing. You notice she puts her arm out, and you notice a little, like, kind of what looks like a little cybernetic kind of thing in her wrist. You kind of see her press it, it opens up, and you see her pull out a wire. It's like a bright blue wire.
Yeah.
Just like, other than this, and you kind of see her spin it around. You see her kind of throw it, and it kind of grabs onto, like, her scroll, and you see her pull it over to her, and she catches it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's pretty much the same.
She says, but is it as strong as the other one?
Stronger, actually.
You wanna bet?
Glacia's like, alright, I'll humor you.
You guys
Avery
go.
just sets a grenade. He pulls a grenade out of his pocket and hands it to Jade. If you want to break her arm, take this.
You see Glacia kind of grabs it with the wire. She's like,
Oh, you also
that's legal.
You also notice the painting
Careful, don't pull the pin.
up on top of the shelf that Jade put up. Hang on.
Oh,
Jade put up a new painting right up there.
looks like you're getting better at that, Jade.
She's like, yeah, we had another speedster as a photographer. It was cool. it's the joke that there's the other speedster was the cameraman, the Flash.
You see Glacia before they get in the arm wrestle. You kind of see her go rummaging through, like, underneath her bed for a minute. She's like, oh, here it is. You see her pull out her her notepad. You see her kind of flip pages. You see her pull one out. You kind of see her start pulling a couple out, and you notice that she hands one to Jade.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice it's a really intricate, detailed version of her and Misha when they were sprinting around, like the lightning and, like, the little shots she got of her, like little, like, kind of glimpses she saw of them, two of them.
Yeah, that's it.
And she's like, "This is for you."
Aw,
She looks at
thanks.
Jax. She's like, "Jax."
Oh, you see him? He's hovering again, meditating. Huh?
You kind of see her walk up. She hands him also one. It's a very, like, kind of, it's like him when he was meditating, right before she left. After the whole thing had happened, or, like, right before, because she dropped by once before she went back to Atlas.
Yeah.
With Weiss. So she kind of had a very clear image of it when she sketched it. She hands it to him. She's like, "This one's yours."
Why, thank you. Is that supposed to
And
be
she
me?
goes over. She's like, "Last but not least, you." And she, like, you see her glare at Avery. She walks
Avery
up. She's
just
like,
like,
"I may not like you very much, and you may get on my nerves, but you're also my teammate." You kind of see her hand you a paper reluctantly. And it's a very detailed drawing of Avery just pulling the dude that he shot his legs off.
Avery chuckles, tucks it into his notebook, and continues trying to remember every detail, and, like, all the, like, notes. If you look over Avery's shoulder and look at the notes that he's writing, They look like ravings of a madman. And Avery just says, by the way, I see you as a friend.
I see you as a friend. Just one that gets on my nerves 24/7.
I think
still how
that's
friends work.
Jade says, I think that's fair. Do I get on
Exactly.
your nerves too?
We all get on each other's nerves, I'd like to think. Especially because I can just do this now. You see the wire kind of go over and grab fucking Jade's wallet out of her back pocket? Especially because I can do this now.
What? I love it. I love it. It's great. Okay, bet.
Then she hands her wallet back to her.
How did...
You see that? You see her like kind
It
of.
came
She
out of
pulls the
your
wire out,
arm?
she's like, yeah.
How does it do? Does it come out of a gland?
Not really.
Do you have to put your fingers
look
together
at,
like this to make it come out?
She's like, no, I'm not Spider-Man.
Aww.
Or was it Spider? Was it Spider-Man? Spider-Woman? I don't know. No, I'm not
Spider
that superhero.
guy.
That I think I don't know. But
Spider
you kind of,
dude.
she kind of lifts her sleeve up, and you notice that some like the bottom of her arm is kind of like gray and like it looks like a metal, like it's a cybernetic arm, and you could tell. But when you flip it over, it's purely just a normal arm. It looks like her normal arm.
Sick.
You know, she's like, technically speaking, you kind of see her. She kind of like runs her hand right over top of where the wire comes out of her hand. She's like, technically speaking, it's cybernetics.
That's
She's
cool.
like, you see, my friend over on Menagerie, she's a Ripper Doc. Her name's Silverwolf. She doesn't actually know her own name. She just kind of called herself that. We've called her that ever since.
Wow.
So
Is she actually a silver wolf?
she is a wolf. Yes, she's a wolf for us.
Wow.
She's like, but yeah. So now I have this.
That's so cool. You didn't notice, you see, Jackson, he like, another one to the list. And you see, he's holding a book. And the front of the book says, the Fox family legacy. Over the years, he's been using as much of his semblance to harness and assemble all of his ancestors so he can write the ultimate book.
Oh yeah, he assembled Ogdo Bogdo.
He assembled Ogdo Bogdo.
Yeah, Ogdo Bogdo.
And you see, he wrote a beautiful
Oh yeah,
passage.
Chris missed that.
He wrote a beautiful passage about Ogdo Bogdo, a being that was once a fox, but became more than he ever was. When he fell into
Chris, I don't think you get that
the
from something you
lagoon.
do.
He fell into a lagoon.
What?
The Ogdo Bogdo.
Yes.
I do not. What's the
Have you ever played Fallen Order?
Yes, I played Fallen Order.
The
It's
boss.
that really annoying boss that's on the
It's the
first
giant
planet you go
slug
to,
thing.
like with the temple. It's a giant slug thing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's
One
Ogdo
of his
Bogdo.
ancestors is an Ogdo Bogdo. When one of his ancestors fell into a lagoon and became essentially a swamp monster known as the Ogdo Bogdo. It's a tragic
R.I.P.
story, but
Rest in peace to the Ogdo Bogdo.
his legacy went on as even as an Ogdo Bogdo, he protected people and protected the spirit realms from any Ogdo Bogdo.
Glacia also looks
schemos.
over at Jade. She's like, "Fun fact, Jade, you are not beating her at that fighting game."
I will. I know I will. She can't beat me forever. I'll prevail. Okay, so, Jade. Okay, hold on. Glacia, you got the 5.
Jade.
With advantage.
Jade will not be able to beat.
That's just a 5.
Jade.
Hang on.
Wait, do I gotta add anything to that since I have a fucking cybernetic arm
That's what
now?
I'm saying. You have advantage because you have cybernetic. Ugh. Oh, 8.
Hold on.
Plus what?
I'm gonna give myself. Hold on. I feel like. Whoopsies. Why is that fair? Why do you roll an 8, but I roll a fucking nat 20?
How? I didn't
Because I
roll it.
accidentally clicked it on my thing,
Oh.
on my fucking D&D Beyond. Because I was gonna go edit my strength because I have a cybernetic arm now, so I was gonna increase my strength by a little bit.
Yeah.
But I accidentally misclicked on where it would roll it, and I rolled a fucking nat 20. Fuck's sake.
So 8 plus what? Plus strength.
Hold on.
I guess.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll go easy on you. Puts her hand up. Let's do it, Ice Queen.
So that's a 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, are you done?
You done? Glacier's like, you realize this is a cybernetic arm, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go over here now.
Go ahead, go just sit in your lap with your girlfriend. It's fine. I will do this.
She poofs into a cat and just curls up in her lap. She's like, as a cat. Counting. Well.
Yeah.
I must say, we're back together. Finally. It's starting to doubt that things were going to work out this way, but I'm happy we're all back together.
I think it's a good thing in the long run that we're all here now.
And we're all gonna need to be together. God.
I mean, I lost an arm at one point, but I think it's fine. I'm fine now.
Well, if that Red Death ever comes back, I'm gonna give her hell. She wants to come after my legacy. Let her. I say, I'll be ready to face her again, and I'll be faster than
Tony,
ever.
Tony, what was the name of the one dude?
Which one?
The alternate.
Alternate Avery.
Yes.
His name is Adelon, the Mirror Master.
My friends, we have to prepare for more. We have to be ready for that.
He's a Mirror Master?
He's the master of the mirror dimension, he said.
I wish I could understand what he was saying, man.
God damn it.
I don't know why he keeps doing that. It like literally as soon as you start getting into the conversation, it's like I hear two words and then it's that's it.
I said he has control over the mirror. I have greater control. Only benefits
Bro.
Oh my god, did it skip out again?
It keeps doing it,
I can
dude.
hear you, but
I just hear
it just sounds really far away.
it's just yeah, it sounds
I don't
garbled.
know.
I hear like two
Not.
words. It gets like two
I
words
can't
in.
scream. I literally cannot talk any louder than this.
I think it's just the mic. Try joining back or something. Leave and come back.
Okay.
Cause it's like it's so weird how that's working. Hopefully we can fix that.
Sound.
Camera, lights.
You might just have to
action.
send it in the chat, Chris, and then we'll have to read it off.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but like I said, try and keep it like as short as possible, I guess.
Ugh, okay.
Or like pace it, like so like it goes. You give it like some spacing, I guess.
What did I say?
Mirror Master.
Alright, Mirror Master. He says he has control over the mirror dimension, but I control it better than he ever will. The only benefit he has is that he created his own speed force.
So there's a lot of speedsters
It's
now.
running.
I guess I'm not the fastest girl alive anymore. Don't say that, Jade. Misha says. She's like,
He's much.
you're gonna prove him wrong. I know it. I think what's important now is
He's much faster. He's much faster than Jade ever will be.
That's not true.
Well, you said he's from the future,
Terrified.
right?
I don't believe that for a second.
He's from the future in a different time when Jade and Glacia became evil. Where Jackson died.
Jade says, well, I read a really good superhero book that said the future isn't written yet. Whatever you do in the present is what matters in the future. So as long as we make all the right decisions for the future now, then
Avery
we'll
just
hand the
starts
future its own
laughing.
ass.
Avery just starts breaking down laughing. Another me said that. He said
You kind of see Glacia walk up.
Broken.
Kind of see Glacia just like, she kind of like frowns a minute. Kind of see her walk up to Avery. You kind of see her wrap his hands. And you see her look, she's like, I want you to understand something. She's got a point. You can think, because you met this future self, or whatever the hell you want to call him, that what he says goes. As Jade said, the future isn't written yet. And you kind of see her tighten, she tightens the fucking grip on the wire. And your wrists start to you kind of still start to feel your wrists burn a little bit. She's like, you're gonna understand that. And you kind of see the wire kind of come back to her wrist, and you kind of see her walk out the door and just shut it behind her.
I grab her arm before she leaves and says, "I know how to know how to change the fates, but it means we have to kill your uncle. Are you willing to do that?"
Like, hell, I'll let you do that. As you kind of see her, like, she kind of pushes him back, and you kind of see her, she kind of, like, wraps the wire around his neck. She's like, if you even come near my family, I'm going to show you exactly why I was a member of the White Fang. And you kind of see her, like, let her arm go for a minute, like, let the wire go, and she walks out the door.
As she leaves,
Why?
I just scream behind.
We weren't done
as
talking.
she-
Okay. Bye.
As she leaves, I scream out behind her, "He's the reason Magenta went bad. He's putting the chips in the arms."
You know, Avery, for someone who claims to see in the future, I don't think you really got all your facts straight. She then speeds out of the room.
Avery
go after her.
Avery just goes back to his notes and continues to write and tries equation after equation to see if there's a way to kill himself without killing the universe. Without a way to kill his alter ego without killing himself.
You see Jackson, our final shot of the night, hones in on Jackson as he says, he thinks to himself, he says, or not. I suppose history is destined to repeat itself again. And he goes into his meditation once more.
Getting
Our
quick
episode
shots of
ends.
everyone after the kind of... It just pans off to each person. Glacia, you notice Glacia's kind of just twirling her wire around her hand, but she's on the roof of the building.
Oh. Hang on. We'll make this the roof over here.
Kind of see her just twirling her wire around her wrist and her hand. You kind of notice that she kind of thinks for a minute. She's like, I may have been a part of the White Fang, but I know how to get through this. I always have. You kind of see her, she pulls out a scroll, and you see her look at one number, like kind of the contact on her phone. It says General Ironwood, or Uncle Ironwood. You kind of see her hesitate to call it, but you kind of see her close her scroll and put it back in her pocket. She's like, I'll do it tomorrow.
She walks off.
Can I get a last image of Avery?
Yes.
As Avery's writing, his notes trail off from like the trying to repair a paradox.
Mm-hmm.
It goes into a dark path of, is there a would taking Speed Force from a speedster be enough to stop evil Avery? Then he immediately scribbles out the notes and says no.
You then see.
Then he looks at his scroll.
I was gonna say, you look up and you notice, you see the painting of Jade and Misha up above the picture in the frame. And as you start to look at Jade, you almost start getting that like flashback feeling, and you almost can feel it, like that's it. Almost like you get a flashback of reverse Jade, of you in the future being gutted by the reverse Jade. And you almost like your hand like immediately gestures to your stomach, like looking to see, you're like, it almost gives you like a PTSD moment. You're like,
Avery has that moment, grabs a scroll, and says, he pulls it out and X Adam. The vault is confirmed. There are bigger things. Protect the faunus. Do not kill innocent. I resign from
ooh. And that is where we will cliffhanger it for tonight. Avery leaving the White Fang. Fellish. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Tony the fucking Savitar put chills on my spine.
You know what else I realized, Tony?
That he was evil. Oh.
Tony.
Oh.
Glacia just revealed to everyone for the first time that she was a part of the White Fang.
Yeah.
And probably the only person who wasn't phased was Avery. Because
Avery already knew.
And Jay got her dreams crushed, sorta. She has the her comic book philosophy that she tries to use to enlighten everybody and try and lift everybody up, but with all the negativity in the room, she sped out of the room because she could feel that negativity overwhelming her to a point she didn't want people to see. She gets to the racetrack, and she sparks a little bit of red lightning as Misha shows up. You want to train? Yeah, I do. Come on. I'm taking you into the Speed Force. Really? Yeah. Come on. They speed off. And, yeah. That's crazy. That was crazy. Damn. Fucking... What a broken timeline.
That was such a good session.
Fellish.
Yeah.
This was great. Fellas, thank you guys for joining me this week on Jaeger, episode 9. Man, we're 9 episodes in. We got next week gonna be episode 10.
Yeah, we had double digits next week.
Wow, I'm excited. It's been a minute
too. Technically, if we counted the Song of Sneeze as 2 different parts,
yeah,
it's 2 different days or episodes, we would technically be at 11.
True.
If you think about it.
True.
But they can't technically coalesce into 1 part.
Yeah. Well, fellas,
now
next
we have
week
2 new enemies.
we will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel, with your classics. Man, we went through a lot.
Me and Tony will also probably be here every night, a lot of the time with Cyberpunk too. Let's not forget
playing
that.
a lot of Cyberpunk in recent times, so stay tuned for that.
I'm joining them at some point as well.
Preparing for Phantom Liberty. I'm excited. Lil,
yes.
Thank you for joining me. Krish, thank you for joining me. We'll catch you guys next week, episode 10. I don't think we have a title for that one, so guess we'll find out next week as a surprise. Bye. Bye, Lil.
Later, guys.
Bye, Lil. See you guys later. Man, what a good time. What a good time. Later. Have a good one, guys.
On the memories, all the things that you and me used to do, dancing late to country songs.